Eagle 102, KJFM, Louisiana, Bowling Green, all day and all night. KJFM, Eagle 102.
The Eagle 102 Game of the Week is on the air. On your only on-air sports leader at 1021 KJFM, Eagle 102. Now, the Eagle 102 Area High School Football Game of the Week.
And good evening and welcome to Bowling Green High School tonight. Mark Froelich, Jim Ross getting ready for Week 3 action between the Bowling Green Bobcats 0-2 and the Montgomery County Wildcats 1-1 on the season. And we begin this broadcast with heavy hearts. Of course, today the 19th anniversary of the events of September 11th, but also earlier this afternoon we learned of the death of a freshman member of the North Callaway football team. The game against Clopton-Ellsbury tonight that was at North Callaway High School has been canceled due to this tragedy. No makeup is being announced. And from everyone at Eagle 102, the entire sports community, we pray for this young man, his family, friends, and the entire Thunderbird Nation, and we hope for healing in their hearts. Bowling Green and Montgomery County will start our countdown to kickoff next on Eagle 102.
Sunburn, bug bites, poison ivy, it only means one thing. It's summertime. From SPF to calamine lotion, Good Neighbor Pharmacy has got you covered. Stop in and let us take care of you. For fast, friendly service and affordable prices every day, visit your local Good Neighbor Pharmacy. Bowling Green Pharmacy located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green. Or Family Drug, 301 Georgia Street in Louisiana.
At Central Bank of Audrain County in Vandalia, they realize your needs are diverse. That's why you need a bank that has a variety of options to serve you, from free checking accounts to so much more. Central Bank of Audrain County has the perfect solution for you. Remember, when it comes to banking, know that you don't have to go at it alone. Central Bank of Audrain County, friendly professional staff there to help you every step of the way. Stop by today. Central Bank of Audrain County, 1000 West Highway 54, Vandalia. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Hair care for the entire family. That's what's available at PJ's Salon in Louisiana. Everyone is welcome. Men, women, boys, and girls. PJ's can help make everyone look their best. Walk-ins are welcome, and evening hours can be made by appointment. PJ's Salon is your fall senior hair salon, from hair, tanning, and nails to pedicures, waxing, and supplies. Call or stop in. PJ's Salon in the Raintree Mall in Louisiana. Best wishes to all the area sports teams this year from the friendly folks at PJ's Salon.
Betty Davis Insurance in Vandalia is an independent insurance agency. They represent multiple companies to find you the best coverage to fit your budget. Betty Davis Insurance provides auto, homeowner, business, and commercial insurance, as well as health and life. If you need insurance, you need to get a competitive quote today. They have a quote with your name on it. Better service, better coverage, better price. Betty Davis Insurance Agency, 100 North Main, Vandalia.
Bringing you all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana. It's time now for the Eagle 102 pregame show, sponsored by Bowling Green Pharmacy.
And welcome back to Bowling Green High School, getting ready for Week 3 football. Mark Froelich, Jim Ross. The Bobcats hosting the Montgomery County Wildcats. Senior night festivities going on right now at Bowling Green, and should be a pretty good matchup inside the EMO.
Should be. Both of these teams perennially at the top of the EMO conference, and they've had some classic duels over the years, and both of them, actually Montgomery County coming off a very good year at 7-3 last year. Bowling Green had a 4-6 season, but if you looked at their scores, I think of their losses, 6 of the losses were by less than a touchdown or less. So, or 5 of those 6 losses were by less than a touchdown. So they were in every game and close, and they did have a bunch of seniors. They lost a bunch of seniors, and they have a new coach. And one of our counterparts, I think, described them this week as the best 0-2 team in the state. So when you played Oak Grove and Palmyra, 2 perennial powers, Oak Grove on the road and Palmyra here, and played Palmyra very tough last week. you got to look for good things for Bowling Green this week, sure.
The most recent matchup between these two teams was a close game, a 4-point game. Bowling Green actually held a lead going into the fourth quarter before Montgomery County scored 10 unanswered down the stretch to win that game 37-33. But that was a different coach, like you said, different offense, and we'll see the adjustments that Bowling Green makes this year against Montgomery.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. I know historically Montgomery likes to spread it out and throw it, and you look at the stats, it looks like they maybe are a little more balanced this year than we've seen in the past. Bowling Green will spread it, and although they did run quite a bit in these first two games, so we'll see what they come up with for tonight. Montgomery's loss was to Herman, and always a big rivalry game for them, and that was a 16-12 loss. So this should be good. I mean, this should be a competitive football game, and we're glad to have everybody with us.
Montgomery coming off a 40-18 win last week at Louisiana, so they do have that conference win last week and open the season in high fashion in the EMO, now sporting a 1-1 record on the season. We'll take a break, come back with our keys to the game and a lot more here on Eagle 102.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. During the process, I'll work closely with your lender and other professionals to make it as effortless as possible. I'm here with you every step of the way, so when you're ready to buy or sell, call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
You can now check your cash flow on the go with Bank of Louisiana's mobile banking. We're helping you manage your money from here, there, and everywhere with our new mobile and text banking services. You can check balances, view account history, transfer funds, and pay bills all from your phone. Visit us online at www.bola.cc for more information and to enroll for mobile banking. Bank of Louisiana, proud to be your hometown bank. Member FDIC, Equal housing lender.
Sunburns, bug bites, poison ivy, it only means one thing. It's summertime. From SPF to calamine lotion, Good Neighbor Pharmacy has got you covered. Stop in and let us take care of you. For fast, friendly service and affordable prices every day, visit your local Good Neighbor Pharmacy. Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green. Or Family Drug, 301 Georgia Street in Louisiana.
The Eagle 102 Keys to the Game.
And before we get into the keys, let's congratulate the seniors for Bowling Green here on senior night. Michael Starks, Hayden Finley, Jeffrey Lovell. Let's keep going down the line. Clay Lazier, a senior. Tristan Charlton, Shea Butler. Am I missing anybody? Brandon Cagle. And Jacob Bowen and Ryan Cordy, the seniors for this Bowling Green team. Hope I didn't miss anyone. I was trying to go straight down the line. But keys to the game for this one, I think Bowling Green has to open up that playbook a little bit.
They played pretty conservative. New coach, new offensive coordinator, a lot of new guys playing. Yeah, you're probably right. It's time to see what they've got in there.
Yeah, kick the tires a little bit.
Well, the tires have been kicked, so it's time to open it up, like you said. And, of course, you know, as any football game, you got to take care of the football and stay away from the yellow hankies, which the game I was in, I broadcast with you a couple weeks ago, there were a bunch of those.
Oh, yeah, and I think that's starting to get cleaned up. You won't see as many of, like, the holding calls and stuff like that and false starts, although we did in week 2, but that was Mark Twain's first game last Saturday. We'll see if they improve on that tomorrow in our bonus game of the week as they host Van Far's first game of the season for the Farmers Cup over at Mark Twain High School. But, yeah, Bowling Green take care of the ball, open things up a little bit, and try and spread that offense like they promised to do.
And they've been pretty good at it over the years, and as you said, get past the nervousness of the first game, and again they played two powerhouses the first game. Now now they're back into a little more familiar territory playing Montgomery County. So it's somebody that they know, they've seen, so they ought to be familiar with what they do and don't do. And so this is an opportunity for them to really stretch their muscles a little bit here tonight.
For Montgomery County, they've had to tweak their offense the first couple weeks because of COVID cases and other injuries. And tonight a new wrinkle as starting a quarterback is going to be the sophomore. This is a familiar last name, Zernewski, Adam Zernewski. You remember Eric took him to the championship. Ooh, that's been over 10 years ago now.
Yeah, we were talking before we came on the air. How long has that been? I guess it means we're getting old that we can't remember.
Exactly. it was when I first started with KJFM some 15 years ago, so it's been a while. But another Zernewski under center this week as Adam steps in. So we'll see what the sophomore brings to the offense for Montgomery County. I know assistant coach Scott Krager very excited, but he's very excited about everything he talks about.
Well, and I think Drake Doozer, who is the senior quarterback, they moved him to wideout, and so he may have some skills at the receiver spot that maybe Zernewski doesn't possess. And as a young quarterback, boy, it's always nice to have upperclassmen you can throw to that maybe can corral that pass that's not exactly right on the money. So it'll be interesting to see how Bowling Green tries to take advantage of the young quarterback and put pressure on him and force him into some mistakes.
Those are our keys to the game. We still have starting lineups and the national anthem here at Bowling Green to come on the Countdown to Kickoff on Eagle 102.
This is Kyle Sugar, Assistant Vice President at Community State Bank of Missouri. We offer a variety of loans to meet your needs. Whether you're looking for a conventional loan or a HELOC or an FHA, VA, or USDA loan, give us a call. We have some of the best rates around. Community State Bank of Missouri, your hometown community bank since 1887, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
La Crosse Lumber Company in Vandalia offers a wide variety of products and services that are designed to meet your residential and commercial needs. This includes lumber, electrical supplies, windows, doors, paint, siding, insulation, power tools, and more. Drafting and delivery service is also available. La Crosse Lumber Company in Vandalia has special project pricing and always offers free estimates. Visit soon. La Crosse Lumber in Vandalia, the oldest, most reliable lumber and hardware company in the Midwest since 1973.
Prairie's Edge Garden Center is playing their first Fall Fun Festival on the Prairie. Saturday, September 26th is the big day when Prairie's Edge kicks off their fall season with a corn maze and pumpkin patch. Plus, find mums, fall annuals, Indian corn, and numerous decorative items. Additionally, at the festival, you'll find over 30 of the best food, drink, and craft vendors. The corn maze and pumpkin patch will be open through October 31st. Mark your calendar now and make plans to be at the first ever Fall Fun Festival on the Prairie, Saturday, September 26th at Prairie's Edge Garden Center in Bowling Green.
Sunburns, bug bites, poison ivy, it only means one thing. It's summertime. From SPF to calamine lotion, Good Neighbor Pharmacy has got you covered. Stop in and let us take care of you. For fast, friendly service and affordable prices every day, visit your local Good Neighbor Pharmacy. Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green, or Family Drug, 301 Georgia Street in Louisiana.
The Eagle 102 starting lineups on KJFM are brought to you by Community State Bank in Bowling Green and Troy.
Taking a look at the starters offensively for the Montgomery County Wildcats. They're 1-1 on the season, coached by Joe Kleekamp. They'll start at running back with 230 yards last week. Junior Logan Hutchison. He's wearing number 3. Number 4 gets the start tonight at wide receiver. He's a junior Drake Smith. Another wide receiver, sophomore. Number 10, Travis Hill gets the start tonight. We mentioned the senior moving from quarterback to wideout. Number 11, Drake Doozer gets the start tonight. Under center, the sophomore, number 12, Adam Zernewski. At halfback is a junior, number 45, Thomas Kleekamp. And the line at center, number 54, he's a sophomore, Harrison Bishop. The left tackle is a junior, number 51, Evan Abercrombie. The right tackle is a senior, number 50, Donnie Wisdom. The left guard is a senior, number 75, John Reese, and the right guard is a sophomore, number 65, Gunnar Sexton. So there's your starters offensively for Montgomery County. The defensive starters for the Bowling Green Bobcats, they're 0-2 on the season, coached by Joe Chin. They'll start at safety, a senior number 1, Michael Starks. At defensive end, senior number 3, Hayden Finley. Cornerback is number 5, junior Jordan Miller. Outside linebacker number 24, sophomore Gunnar Bryant. Linebacker number 26, junior Owen Niemeyer. Number 33 is a linebacker, junior Charlie Bowen. Also at linebacker number 42, senior Clay Lazier. Defensive tackle, number 54 is senior Shea Butler. Defensive end, number 55, senior Tristan Charlton. And defensive tackle is a senior, number 76, Jacob Bowen. There's your starters. We'll have more coming up on Eagle 102.
At McDingers, they've got a new list of specials for lunch in addition to their all-day specials, which happens to feature the fan favorite Tenderloin Thursday. Enjoy tacos, wings, grilled chicken, fried fish and shrimp, and more, plus a beverage menu that fits everyone. Check out their Facebook page for upcoming live entertainment. McDingers, 131 West Outer Road in Neolia.
Before or after the games this season, let's go to Airco. They're always glad to see you at Airco Travel Plaza in Bowling Green and Airco Convenience Store in Louisiana. Stop in, fill up your vehicle, and fill yourself up with deli sandwiches, snacks, soda, Chester's fried chicken, and more. Good luck to the area teams this year from all your friends at Airco. Open 24 hours a day in Bowling Green on Business 61 South and from Airco Convenience Store, Junction 79 and 54 in Louisiana. Let's go, Airco.
Compare the bottom line and you'll find shocking everyday low prices at County Market in Vandalia. Never pay more than you need to. Get the best weekly specials every time you visit. Check out their wonderful deli department and let the friendly staff help with any questions you may have. From steaks to seafood and everything in between, selections are plentiful in every aisle. Enjoy your shopping experience when you visit them. County Market, Highway 54 West, Vandalia.
At Craig's Truck and Tractor Repair in Vandalia, they say it's better to prevent a breakdown than having to pay for one. Preventative maintenance is key, but if your machinery should break down, Craig's Truck and Tractor Repair is there to serve you in the shop, on the farm, or roadside. See Craig's for semi-truck and trailer repair, oil changes, overhauls, and much more. Farm planting season to harvest season and beyond, Craig's Truck and Tractor Repair can help keep all your equipment and big rigs rolling. Call in or stop in today. Craig's Truck and Tractor Repair, Highway 54 east of Vandalia.
Eagle 102 Sports on KJFM is brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, County Market in Louisiana, and Bowling Green Insurance.
The fight song plays here at Bowling Green following the national anthem and a moment of silence for the victims of the 9/11 attacks. The youngster from North Callaway and the faculty member from Wellsville Middletown schools that recently passed. Do you have our officials for tonight's game?
I do. The officials are Ben Failer, Logan Epperson, Dave Schaefer, Mark Butler, and Nathan Miller. They're all from northeast Missouri, I believe, or west central Illinois. So, familiar crew here tonight.
We've seen some of those guys. It's kind of a hodgepodge.
We've got a mixed crew tonight. Yeah, a couple guys that are normally on this crew are not here tonight. So they mix and match. It's not unusual to see that, so that's what we've got tonight.
What do you think of the social distancing last night in Kansas City?
Well, you know, the interesting thing I heard today that I didn't notice on TV is that the seats in between, they had them tied up. So if you wanted to go to another seat, you couldn't do it without breaking the tie or the rope, whatever they had.
Which probably would have meant your ejection from Arrowhead
I would
at
suspect.
that point. But, you know, they had the cardboard cutouts there. I saw The Rock and the Queen and a lot of different celebrities in attendance.
Well, let's talk about the craziness of this COVID season that we've seen happen just today. Palmyra, if you don't know, they have a brand new field out on Highway 61.
Yeah, right in front of the school.
Right by the school. It is phenomenal. It's turf, new track, new scoreboard, the whole shooting match. And they were supposed to play Macon in a CCC conference game for their first home game on that new field. Well, Macon today came down with COVID cases and canceled out. Ironically, Versailles and Hallsville were supposed to play, and Versailles had a similar thing happen. The two ADs got their heads together, and so Hallsville is now traveling to Palmyra to play the home opener for the Panthers. So, you know, is a conference title even going to be possible in any of these leagues with all this COVID stuff? Probably not. But I don't think anybody cares.
Yeah.
They just want to play on Friday night, right?
Exactly. The goal, for some teams is conference championships, but I think the ultimate goal is winning districts and games on the road to state and eventually a state title. So those are the big things. Conference titles are just about bragging rights.
Yeah, and probably the ultimate goal in talking to Bowling Green Athletic Director Matt Chance is to get through the season and get to play your entire schedule without having any major outbreak and having to shut things down. I think Kirksville actually had a game canceled tonight too, but for the life of me, I can't remember who they were supposed to play. So it's happening. It's happening around. We've had it with Mark Twain. We've had it with Van Far already in our area. And it's going to happen. That's just the way it is right now. And you just hope that you've got protocols in place that you can corral it and keep your season going.
So the other games of interest tonight, Louisiana hosting South Callaway. That's a tough one for the Bulldogs there at Cunningham Field. Clopton-Ellsbury mentioned that North Callaway is canceled. Tomorrow we'll have more football on Eagle 102. Mark Twain 0-1 against Van Far in their season debut for the Farmers Cup. 6:30 countdown to kickoff. Then next week, a couple of days of softball, Bowling Green at Montgomery County on Tuesday, and Clopton versus Montgomery County at Clopton on Thursday. So Tuesday, Thursday, we're going to see a lot of Montgomery over the next week. And Adam Falloon, the athletic director at Montgomery, says we've made like 6 trips up to Bowling Green in the past week and a half. So I think he's probably tired. In fact, he was so tired of driving. He took Chance's truck and drove it around Bowling Green a little bit. So I don't know, maybe a test drive or something. I don't know.
Well, just to give you a feel for what Louisiana faces tonight, South Callaway took Monroe City to double overtime a couple of weeks ago. So they've had a pretty good team. They've been down the last couple of years, but historically they've had a good football program in McCain. If you don't know where South Callaway is, and so Louisiana will have their hands full looking for their first win of the season.
I think I've been to the South Callaway campus maybe twice during my broadcast career. It's been a long time.
I've never been there.
And it was nice. I mean, it was state-of-the-art, 10, 15 years ago.
Well, you think they have any tax dollars with that nuclear plant right close?
Yeah, them and Fulton are doing pretty good for themselves. Yeah. I've been to Fulton a few times, too.
Yes, sir.
A week from tonight, Clopton-Ellsbury hosting Louisiana at Clopton High School, so that should be a fun one inside the EMO as well coming up. Next Friday, countdown to kickoff at 6:30. The Bobcats make their way out of the locker room very slowly, deliberately, and then they'll run that field to that flag to the 50-yard line, and will be just about ready to kick off this ball game against their EMO rival Montgomery County.
Other games around the area next week: Bowling Green's at Wright City, Mark Twain is at MMA, and North Callaway travels to Van Far.
And the Bobcats are on the field. The flag bearer outran the team by about 15 yards there.
I wonder how they choose the flag bearer. You have any idea? It's a senior, Tristan Charlton. Got to do extra push-ups or something to get to carry the flag?
I think Mary Ann probably has that inside info.
I would guess she does.
Having a recent grad.
If she's listening, our phone will be blowing up in a second. She'll give us the inside scoop on that, I'm sure.
And Bowling Green returns to the near sideline. Montgomery County still not out of the locker room. A few members out there, but that's about it. And they announced the starters here in the stadium. We'll take a break, and we'll have your coin toss coming up next on Eagle 102.
This is Tracy Brookshire, Marketing Coordinator and Public Information Officer for Pike County Health Department Home Health and Hospice here in Missouri. We are doing our best to keep our community informed as much as possible regarding how the COVID-19 pandemic is affecting our county. Visit our dedicated COVID-19 page on our website at pikecountyhealth.org for resources, latest news, updated case counts, and a contact form for questions and concerns specifically related to the virus. Visit our website to subscribe to our PCHD e-news and be the first to know about any updates and resources we have to offer in our communications. Stay safe out there, Pike County. Your health is our priority, and together we will get through this concerning time.
Bowling Green Tractor wants to change the way you think about yard work with their Ego 56-volt ARC lithium battery-powered lawnmowers, weed eaters, blowers, trimmers, and chainsaws. At Bowling Green Tractor, you can walk in and see for yourself just how easy these products are to handle. So easy, anyone can use them. Once you try it, you'll just have to buy it. Stop by Bowling Green Tractor to see how easy yard work can be. Bowling Green Tractor, your home for ego, power beyond belief.
Bowling Green Insurance is here to serve all your insurance needs. Bowling Green Insurance offers companies to cover your farm, home, auto, and crop needs. Call Fred or Jackie today to get a customized quote that will fit you and your budget. Bowling Green Insurance is an independent insurance agency. That means they can offer several companies to fit you. Give Bowling Green Insurance a call today to get a quote. 573-324-5762 or 573-324-CROP.
Area high school sports on Eagle 102 is brought to you by Cellular and Satellite Center, the Mercantile Bank, and Bowling Green Tractor.
Bowling Green High School the site here, Week 3 high school football. Bowling Green 0-2. Like you said, one of the best 0-2 teams in the state for sure. Montgomery County comes into the ball game 1-1. They've come out of the locker room not carrying the Montgomery County colors, but the American flag to their bench on the far side.
Dressed in white with blue pants and big blue numbers.
Beautiful blue numbers, yes.
Bowling Green dressed, and they're all black with red numbers and gray trim, which challenges us once it finally gets dark to tell what their numbers are.
Yeah, everyone looks like 28 after about
you see the 2 guys standing out here. It looks like number 4 with the white and 16 with the white trim around the numbers. Look how much better that number stands out than with the gray. And I noticed everybody's going to this, what is it called, anthracite colors everywhere. I mean, not so much in the pros, but in college and in high school. It's, I don't know, I always like that white. It really pops, especially in the nighttime when the lights come on.
Yeah, I love the classic look of Montgomery County across the way with the bright white with the dark blue numbers. That's a good look. Now, the white helmets, they could go blue helmets, I think. But
captains are Jacob Bowen for Bowling Green, also Clay Lazier, Michael Starks, and Charlie Bowen. Yeah, are the 4 captains. This year with the COVID thing, they only send a single captain to the midfield to speak with the official and handle the coin toss. And they don't leave the coaches out there very long either like they used to. Both coaches have already returned to the sidelines. So this COVID thing has changed everything as we know it.
Well, you noticed in high school softball, the umpire doesn't carry the satchel of balls anymore. When one goes out of play, he asks for one from the fielding team's dugout to replace it. So.
Right. I haven't paid terribly close attention to it with the footballs.
Yeah.
And how they're handling that. I know each team has always used their own football, which I'm sure that remains the same. But there was speculation they were going to change footballs in the upper levels on every play.
So Bowling Green won the toss and deferred, so they'll kick off to Montgomery County, who mobs their captain as he returns to the huddle on the far side. We'll take a quick break, come back with kickoff after this on Eagle 102.
Is it time to renew, redo, or rebuild? People's Bank and Trust can help you make those home improvements without springing a leak in your budget. I'm Christine Rutherford, and we have loans designed specifically for repairs and renovations, along with home equity lines of credit. Stop by your local People's Bank in Bowling Green, and let's talk about how People's Bank can help you. People's Bank and Trust online at www.pbtc.net or give me a call at 573-324-2525. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender, MLO number 421603, NMLS number 407724.
High school sports on KJFM is brought to you by Vicky Cadwallader Real Estate and Perkins Electrical Service.
Teams are on the field ready for the opening kickoff here in week number 3. Bowling Green 0-2. Montgomery County 1-1 here from Bowling Green High School. Mark Froenig, Jim Ross. With all the coverage tonight, Marianne, I believe, is going down to Louisiana to provide updates of that Bulldog South Callaway game. So we've got you covered tonight here on KJFM.
Bowling Green will move from our right to our left on your radio dial in this first quarter.
Out to kick is Braden Heidecker for Bowling Green, and he kicks it to about the 30-yard line, catching it on a line with speed behind him is the mid-man. That was number 4, Drake Smith, and he's tackled just short of the 40-yard line of the Wildcats. Lazier got him.
Caught it with a pretty good head of steam going, but met some stiff kick coverage at about the 35 and was able to stumble forward to the 39.
So 1st and 10 for the Wildcats as they start things off offensively.
Hutchinson, their go-to guy out of the backfield. Czerniewski, the sophomore, I think his first start of the season.
They put a man in motion, the former quarterback, Doozer. And it's a run on 1st down, and they lose a yard. There for the tackle for Bowling Green was Gunnar Bryant, the outside linebacker. Hutchinson on the carry. He ran for 230 last week. They lose one on his first carry this week.
I'm guessing that Bowling Green realizes that he ran for a bunch last week. Good first down play by the defense.
Yeah, they stack the box on 1st down. The quarterback will keep it this time. He's got the yard back and more. He's still on the run over to the far sideline. One man to beat, and he makes a move, gets out of bounds into Bowling Green territory all the way down to about the 30-yard line.
Yeah, ran the option and kept it, and nobody was home. They, like you said, they'd stacked the box. They were able to pin him inside, and he went for big yardage.
They give him the 31-yard line of the Bobcats with 11:19 to go here in the opening quarter.
29 yards on the carry.
You have been asked to go back to your vehicle. Once again, if you are Greg Bernetsky, not sure if you're a Montgomery County fan or a Bowling Green fan, please report
Ball,
to your
the
vehicle.
snap was tipped, broke the play, and they get back near the line of scrimmage, maybe a loss of a half yard on that play.
Yeah, I couldn't tell who hit that. Was it?
I think he hit his own thigh.
It might have been. That was crazy.
Brought down by a clutter of Bobcats.
Loss of 1. So we'll see if Bowling Green continues to want to try and stack the box.
After the tackle, it is 2nd and 11 for the Wildcats.
Montgomery not willing to put it in the air so far.
They do on this down, a little pitch out to the near side, and not much there after the pass is completed to Drake Smith.
Little swing pass to Smith.
With the reception.
He'll pick up about 3 on the catch.
Brought down by a number of Bobcats.
Changes the position from the far hash to the near.
Make some noise for that Bobcat defense.
And it's going to be 3rd and about 8. Gain of 3 on the play.
Good position for the defense.
Bowling Green looking for a stop. They go to the far side. Pass almost intercepted. Tried an ankle tackle, and they're going to get 1st down yardage as he reverses field. Back to the near side. It's going to be close, but he has it.
That is Doozer on the catch.
Pass is complete. Montgomery County picking up a 1st down on the play.
All the way down to the 20-yard line, and a fresh set of downs for the Wildcats as we played 2 minutes here in this opening quarter.
So he picked up about 9 on that reception.
And continues this drive for Montgomery County. Play action to the far side, and incompletion. First incompletion for the sophomore, Adam Czerniewski.
I think he was expecting the wide receiver to run a little hook pattern.
And it didn't hook.
Kleekamp was in the route, and he went down the field, and fortunately for Montgomery, nobody from Bowling Green was ball hawking, or that would have been a pick 6.
On 2nd down and 10, Bowling Green brings pressure. They go around it to the far side. That's number 3, Hutchinson. He goes for 1st down yardage. There is a flag sitting at about the 15-yard line. Looks like a hold.
First penalty of the game. He's close to the touchdown. He got in down to about the 2, and it is holding.
So that'll bring it back from the spot of the foul 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd down and about 15.
So that's a big penalty against Montgomery County. We had them on the doorstep. But now they'll mark it off from the point of the foul all the way back to about the 30.
I like this running
25,
back.
I should say.
Hutchinson.
Boy, he showed some speed, didn't he, when
Yes,
he got
he did.
outside? When he got the corner, he had a 2nd gear. But for the holding penalty, it would have been big trouble. Looks like they're going to mark it just inside the 30, about the 29 of Bowling Green.
On 2nd and 15, they put a man in motion out to block, it looks like. Peeling out to the far side as the quarterback puts it in the air. It's caught, and that's going to be in for a touchdown.
29-yard touchdown pass to Doozer. Rolled out, and Doozer did a stop and go and left the cornerback in his wake.
First lead of the ball game for Montgomery County comes with 9:08 to play here in the opening quarter.
Extra point attempt coming.
And we'll see if they go for one or two. It looks like they're going to go for two. Handoff this time to the fullback, and he is stopped short of the two-point conversion. Stopped short was Kyle Yelton, the fullback, and it's Montgomery County 6, Bowling Green nothing. 9:08 to go, first quarter on Eagle 102.
Cellular and Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Wait, there's more. They also offer several options for internet service with Viasat, HughesNet, and AT&T. Hold on, there's still more. They can also do security system installations, have TVs in stocks, mounts, and cables. Now, a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
Area High School Sports on Eagle 102 is brought to you by State Farm Insurance, Cindy Blaylock, Young Enterprises Incorporated, and Pike County Memorial Hospital.
Was it 25 or 29-yard connection there for a touchdown?
I guess it was probably 24, wasn't it? It was on the 24-yard line, not the 29. You're right.
Abercrombie on to kick off for Montgomery County as the Wildcats take the early lead. Just 3 minutes into this ball game, and the kick goes deep. That's an impressive kick.
Yes,
fielded at about the 5-yard line, but a big hole up the middle, and he's returning this one all the way. He breaks it down to the 30, 20, 10, 5, and touchdown Bobcats. They've tied the game on a 90-yard return. That is unbelievable. We saw it 3 times in the first half by Mark Twain last week, and one here in the first half this week.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was number 16, Cooper Keel.
Cooper Keel on the return for a TD.
Well, you mentioned the kick was so high he actually outkicked the coverage, and Keel broke free at about the 38, maybe 40-yard line, and you called it just right. The coach was clear after that.
And flags come out, false start against the Bobcats on the extra point attempt.
Well, they had a little trick play going. They're going to fake the kick and going to run an end around. And now they'll have to go for straight up go for 2.
Coaches will reevaluate.
$8:53 to play here in the opening quarter in a tie game. Cordy to kick. And this time it's shanked off the side of his foot. No good. And we're tied at 6. 8:53 to play. First quarter. Montgomery County gets the ball back when we return on Eagle 102.
When you support a locally owned pharmacy, you're contributing to the growth of the community. The dollars you spend stay right here to support our local community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned pharmacies. There's one right here. Health Mart pharmacists have a personal commitment to their communities because, just like you, they support their community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned and hometown proud.
Louisiana is a Health Mart town. Family Drug Health Mart Pharmacy. The right people, the right price, right downtown. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
High School Sports on KJFM is brought to you by Abel's Quick Shops, Mike's Tire and Service Center, and All Parts.
Cooper Keel, a 90-yard touchdown return on the kickoff from Montgomery County, has tied this game 6-6. Extra point, no good. And Bowling Green will kick off for the second time. Offense yet to take the field in this ball game.
You don't have to worry about opening it up if those kind of things continue to happen.
Another short kick, and There for the return is number 4, Drake Smith, and he stopped at about the 38-yard line.
Very similar location and kick and result of the first kickoff. So Montgomery County will start from their 39-yard line.
And for the Bobcats, they hope the resulting drive does not end up the same way.
Well, Montgomery County was able to overcome a 10-yard holding penalty in that first drive and score. We'll see what they have on this second series.
6-6 is Zernewski and the offense. It's a pitch out to the near side. And not much there for number 3, the ball carrier, Logan Hutchison. Gaggle of Bobcats there.
He may have fell forward and got a yard.
Logan Hutchison on the carry for Montgomery.
They put it at the 40-yard line, and yeah, they're going to give you almost a full yard on that play. Both Bowens in on the tackle.
Brings up a 2nd down and 9.
20 on the play clock. Game clock down to 8:15 here in the first quarter.
So far up the middle, Bowling Green defense has been good. Their problem has been letting them get outside.
High snap. Pass to the near side, through one player's hands to another, and he's going to go down the near sideline, run out of bounds. The reception is by Doozer, and he's a doozy.
Yeah, he'll pick up 20 yards on the deflection, and it's good for a first down.
Run out of bounds with 8:02 to play in the corner.
The 40-yard line.
You don't see that very often where it goes from offense to offense on a tip.
Uh-huh.
But it did there, and it was positive yardage for Montgomery.
Hand off on a first down, and falling forward for a gain of 3 is Hutchinson.
Number 3, Logan Hutchison on the carry.
Bring up 2nd and 7.
Number 55, Tristan Charlton.
Charlton there for the stop on the Bowling Green defense.
7:43 to play here in the first as the clock runs. We're tied at 6. Now it looks like Montgomery County, they'll slow it down just a little bit.
Bowling Green fans always vocal in their support. Hutchison met at the line, bounces off one man. He'll fall forward for another yard. It's going to be 3rd and now a full 7 yards to go.
Boy, it's tough. It's tough running up the gut for Hutchinson. They will give him another yard. But, man, it's big boys up front for Bowling Green are doing their thing so far.
Harrison Hunt stopped him that time for the Bobcats. 3rd and 7.
Trips to the left this time, so.
Low snap, gathers it in, goes to the far side, and it's dropped.
It's going to be a screen as they went trips left and had the 2 up receivers blocking, but it falls incomplete. It'll be 4th and long 6, maybe 7. I would call it 7.
And we'll see what they do here. It's an interesting field position. You'd think at this point in a high school game they'd go for it on 4th and 7.
I think they will, but in a game that they expect to be tight, I would pooch kick it down and try and pin Bowling Green because they have nobody back. I don't know if Cernuski can punt or not. We're going to find out here in about 2 seconds.
Over to the far side. That ball is blocked down. Good defensive play that time.
Well, I think they decided they were going to try and go deep, and if it was intercepted, it was the same thing as a punt. But the defense came in with Charlton and his big paws and swatted it down. And the Bobcats will take over on their own 38-yard line.
Members of the North Callaway Thunderbird football team just entered the stadium.
I see that. Had their game canceled. They couldn't go a night without watching a little football, huh?
Well, I'm sure it is cathartic for them at this point after the tragedy their team suffered today. 7-yard carry on first down.
Starks out of the backfield, something we haven't seen this year with any regularity.
Yeah, it's a different wrinkle for the senior.
He's got speed.
Yes, he does. 2nd and 3 for the Bobcats. Another handoff here on 2nd down. He comes to the near side. It's Starks again. He's got first down yardage across the 35 or the 45 down near the 40 of the Wildcats.
Giving the Bowling Green Bobcats
I like that look, and we've got the official was calling a water break here with 6:11 to go in the opening quarter after 2 runs by Starks. Bowling Green set up a nice field position in a 6-6 ball game with Montgomery County on Eagle 102.
Hey, this is Ryan with Mid-America Auto and Towing in Bowling Green. We've got something for everybody's budget. Everything from $1,000 all the way up to $35,000. We have a constant rotation of new inventory, including cars, trucks, and SUVs. So if you're out and you're looking for a new car, come by and see me. If you're looking for a particular vehicle and you don't see it on the lot or the website, let me know, and I'll do my best to find it for you. The Mid-America Auto and Towing, just off Highway 54 in Bowling Green, is a one-stop shop. Like us on Facebook or check out our website, midamericaautoandtowing.com.
Eagle 102 Sports on KJFM is brought to you by Ingram Plumbing, Bowling Green Pharmacy, and Mid-America Auto and Towing.
Well, that Cooper Keel returned for a touchdown. What did they say? Tied for 19th. Longest.
And it was a 90-yard return, so go figure on that one.
I'm guessing the longest is about 109, maybe?
Yeah.
I wonder if they have a 1-yard kickoff return for a touchdown. That would be the shortest.
Yeah, I think that's not possible. But
well, if the kick was blocked by one guy all the way, I don't know. You won't have a kickoff block, but, you know what I'm saying.
No, I don't. I have no idea what you're talking about.
I'm coming up with scenarios, Jim Ross.
But you roll with it.
Let my brain work.
9:48 to go in the first. South Callaway leads Louisiana 7-0.
He could kick it off the back of his lineman's helmet.
You can't get out of this one. Sorry.
Running on first down and not much there. Gain of 2, maybe 3. Cooper Keel on the run down to the midway point of this first quarter.
So the Bowling Green offense mixing up their backfield as Bowen did most of the running. Was it last week or 2 weeks ago?
2 weeks ago.
And now they're adding a number of folks to the backfield, and that'll keep everybody fresh.
They only gave him 1 yard on the play. Now a pitch out on second down to Keel, and he's caught in the backfield and brought down. Number 7, Ben Sissom.
Good defensive play there. Loss of about 5. Now they're going to mark it a little further forward. We'll call it it was loss of 5, actually.
Brings up a
third and 15
for the Bobcats.
New personnel on the field as they are backed up to about the 47-yard line.
Bowling Green's going to go trips left. They've yet to put the ball in the air.
See what they do here on 3rd and long for Bowling Green. High snap, rolls out to the near side. He is putting the ball in the air. It's caught. Makes one move across the 40. It's going to be short of the first down. Dylan Dalton connects to the near side for 26. Niemeyer on the catch.
Second gain of 8 on the reception. First pass of the night for
the Bobcats.
4th and 6, and it looks like they're going to bring the punt team on.
Dalton was running for his life as he had a defensive end chasing him. He was able to get rid of it, but short of first down yardage.
So the punt team on. And he kicks it, and it's blocked. Blocked to the far side. Picked up by the Wildcats, and they're going to have great field position all the way down to the 41-yard line.
Little rugby-style kick, and he went too far with the rugby, and Montgomery's in business.
41-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Wildcats with just over 4 minutes remaining in the first quarter. 6-6 ball game between the Bobcats and the Montgomery County Wildcats.
Well, that's not what the doctor ordered there.
We'll have more football for you tomorrow on KJFM from Mark Twain High School as the Tigers, 0-1 on the season, take on the Van Far Indians in their season debut. Farmers Cup game, countdown to kickoff at 6:30.
Second week in a row of Saturday night football. They ought to play those on Saturday afternoon.
I'd like that. Passing on first down, and he can't get it off. He's brought down all the way back near the 48, 49-yard line of the Bobcats. That's a big loss on the play of about 8.
That is a loss of 7 from the 41 to the 48. Bryan in on the tackle.
19 now
for Bowling Green.
Following that sack.
Clock moving down to 3:38 to go in the quarter.
If you haven't been outside, it is humid. You can kind of see the humidity in the air.
It's been nothing but fog for a week now. They toss that off at the absolute last second, but they're going to lose another yard. Back to the 49. Hutchison
ran the option that time, and it went for big yardage the last time they tried it. But they didn't have clean handling of the football either at the snap or on the pitch, and the defense was able to corral him for another 1 yard loss.
Czerniewski was already in trouble when he tossed that ball off. He was lucky he didn't get sacked for the second consecutive play.
This is a big third down play. Let's make some noise for those Bobcats.
3rd and 18 for Montgomery. At the 49-yard line, he's back to throw. Sets little flip to the near side, and they're not going to get the first down this time. Hutchison was grabbed by one Bobcat, knocked out of bounds by another. Starks with the hit at the end.
Yeah, that was dangerous. He was stood up, and yeah, that could have been bad.
They get yardage, but it's still going to be 4th and about 13, maybe 14 from the 44-yard line.
Give him 5 on the reception. Looks like they're going to go for it now, or is Czerniewski going to punt? We'll see.
It looks like they're going to punt. Almost blocked there, too.
And it's a moonshot shank to the right.
And goes out of bounds. Still not bad end result for the Wildcats.
No, not at all. You got Bowling Green inside their own 20. Well, actually, they're going to mark it a little further forward.
Yeah, where it first bounced there at the 23.
For the Bobcats with 2:30 to play.
2 minutes, 30 seconds to go. Here in the opening quarter, Bowling Green trying to break this 6-6 deadlock.
Well, after an a nice offensive series by Montgomery County on the opening drive and a lightning bolt 90-yard kickoff return by Kyle, both offenses have settled down here. Or maybe the defenses have picked it up.
That's a possibility.
Power I formation.
Running on first down. Bounces out to the far sideline, and he's brought down after a gain of near 10 yards. Is that Starks again? Yeah, it is. Michael Starks having himself a night in the backfield.
He was about a half a step of going all the way.
Good for a Bowling Green Bobcat.
And he loves to run. 10-yard gain, 2:21 to go in the quarter.
35 yards from scrimmage so far for Starks.
So a fresh set. Come to the near side. Starks with it again. He's tripped up as he goes through the line this time. Will still gain a yard, maybe 2.
Interestingly, that's the same sequence of plays they ran in their first series, to the right and now to the left, both times with Starks.
They gave him almost 3 full yards on the play, and we're down under 2 minutes to go in the first. Starks will come out. He's replaced by number 6. Well, Dalton is the quarterback. He didn't come out. But let's see what they do here on 2nd and 7. Pitch out to the near side. Lots of room there. He's got first down yardage all the way to the 50-yard line. Cooper Keel on the run, and a little extracurricular there after the play between Charlie Bowen and Kyle Yelton as they got up with their chest pushed out a little bit.
Nice 16-yard run and into Montgomery County territory.
1st and 10. Ground game looking pretty good so far for the Bobcats. And again, they go on the ground to the far side, and he is almost there. One man to beat. He kind of tried to slow up and let that man fly by, but he didn't bite on it, and he returns or takes it down to the 32-yard line. And another first down on a run by Cooper Keel.
He's doing his thing right now. Unless he's wore out, keep handing it to him, right?
Him and Starks both. Fresh set, down just outside the 30-yard line, running again. This time, Keel is bottled up behind the line of scrimmage and brought down.
He'll lose a yard or two. Have to see where they mark it.
Keel on the carry, brought down in the backfield.
They're going to say he lost just over a yard.
Brought down.
And he'll come out, take a breather. As we're in the final minute of the first quarter. Fast-moving first quarter. Had the back-to-back scores. Montgomery on the ground and Keel on the return. High snap. Now he's going to roll out. Toss it to the far side. There's a connection there. He's got near first down yardage. Yeah, he's got the first down before he's brought out of bounds. That's Hayden Finley on the reception on the far side.
And they're moving the chains after that reception because that's good for a Bowling Green Bobcat.
Looks like they'll give him about 12.
Clock runs again down to 27 seconds. Bowling Green huddles up. We'll see if they can, or if they're going to run one more play here in the first. They're going to try to. Play clock down to 12. Game clock at 14. They have to run a play. Snap, good snap. Run up the middle. And not much after he's met. Charlie Bowen met after a gain of 3, push forward for another yard and a half. And it'll be second and a long 5. When we come back, that's the end of the first quarter. Bowling Green 6, Montgomery County 6 on Eagle 102.
It's time again for your annual mammogram, and Pike County Memorial Hospital is here for you. Now, state-of-the-art 3D mammography is closer to you than ever before. Receive the highest quality mammograms and bone density scans from our certified technologist right here in Pike County. Plus, your records and former scans can easily be transferred to us so we can keep everything up to date. It's state-of-the-art technology and the quality care you can count on right in your own backyard. For more information, go to pcmh-mo.org.
The Mercantile Bank of Louisiana is introducing MERC Mobile, mobile banking with remote deposit capture. Any customer with online banking can now access your Mercantile bank accounts from any device, including your smartphone and tablet, everywhere you go. With the ability to take a picture of your check and deposit it into your Mercantile bank account, you'll never have to worry about getting to the bank. Find more information by visiting mercbk.com. The Mercantile Bank, where they've been serving the Louisiana area for more than 100 years, located on the corner of 3rd and Georgia Streets in downtown Louisiana. Member FDIC.
Hear all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth. Sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
End of the first quarter, start of the second. 6-6 ball game. Bowling Green moving that ball up the field and looking pretty good offensively here on their second series.
Yeah, moving the ball on the ground. Only threw the ball twice in that first quarter. And, hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? Keep pounding it up the middle until they show that they can stop you. And that's exactly what Coach Joe Sheehan's done so far in this first quarter.
21-0. South Callaway leads Louisiana. 2:49 to go in the first at Cunningham Field.
Tough challenge for the young Bulldogs tonight.
Yeah, that is a tough matchup for Louisiana, for sure. It's 12 minutes on the clock, 6-6 the score. Ball at the 19-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 6 for Bowling Green. Trying to grab their first lead of the ball game.
Boy, you can just feel the humidity now. It's coming right through this window.
I don't think they have the air going in here in the broadcast booth. He gets it to the far side. That's Charlie Bowen bouncing off a man.
Fumbled the ball.
Yardage,
Fumbled the ball.
Yep.
Looks like he recovered his own fumble.
Yep, he kind of crawled after it a little bit. It continued to roll in front of him. And it is a first down. And there is still another first down out there for Bowling Green inside the 5. Be 1st and 10 for the Bobcats. Hand off again to Charlie Bowen. He's bouncing off men again for a gain of at least 5. Looks like 6, maybe 7 for Bowen. Inside the 10, yeah.
Tough inside runner. Looks like they're only going to give him 4, however.
Ooh. That's an unfortunate spot for Bowling Green. It looked like he rumbled forward a little bit more. But the ball marked at about the 7, it looks like, for the Bobcats. Keeper for the quarterback, and he rumbles forward near first down yardage. Yeah, he's got it by about a yard. Gain of 8 on the play, and it'll be first and goal.
His first carry of the game. Give him 7 and a first down.
The PA announcer psyched out the fans there. They wanted to do their first down dance. Going forward again, trying to bounce through. He rolled off the pile after initially being stopped, and I think he got a yard. So the ball will be at about the 8-inch line, I think, for second and goal.
It is close for sure.
Center comes to the line, joined by the rest of the Bobcat offense here on second and goal from inside the 1. Give it to Starks. He's going to the outside. Bounces off a man, and he is in for the touchdown. 1-yard score for Michael Starks. And Bowling Green leads this ball game 12-6. Extra points still to come for Bowling Green.
Good, tough running. Starks got spun around a couple of times, but was able to break the plane.
They'll bring on the extra point team as we look to the sky. If you're watching online at KJFMradio.com.
Well, there is a chance of rain. You're just checking the clouds, right?
That one is no good, and it'll remain a 6-point lead. 10:09 to go, second quarter. Bobcats grab the advantage on Eagle 102.
Bundle at Pike County Mutual Insurance and save. Pike County Mutual offers home auto discounts simply by placing your auto insurance through one of several auto companies that Pike County Farmers Mutual represent, and your home with Pike County Mutual. Ask about the great rates on your personal vehicle, farm trucks, big or small, or even your motorcycle and side-by-sides. Stop by and see myself, Corey Buchanan, Buddy Bibb, or Kathy Gam at your hometown insurance company since 1895. Come home, insure with Pike County Mutual Insurance on the square in Bowling Green. You'll be glad you did.
Area High School Sports on Eagle 102 is brought to you by Community State Bank of Missouri, Family Drug, and Pike County Health Department, Home Health and Hospice.
Pretty impressive drive, mostly on the ground there for Bowling Green to grab the 12-6 lead.
It was a good drive, mostly on the ground. One pass play is all one time's all they threw the ball in that drive. And like I said during the drive, if it's not broke, don't fix it, right? Keep pounding the ball inside. Montgomery County can't stop you. We just run it and run clock all night.
That drive ran, the last 4 minutes off the first quarter clock and 2 minutes here in the second quarter. So sustained ground attack, and now Bowling Green going to kick from the near hash. Back to Montgomery County. Let's see if we can get a little more distance on this one. Third kickoff. Both of them have been returned to about the 40.
By Drake Smith.
Kick goes across the field to the 30-yard line and returned across the 40 and finally knocked out of bounds near midfield. It's going to go into Bowling Green territory in the 49. Travis Hill on the return for the Wildcats.
It would seem that Bowling Green's a little bit apprehensive about kicking it deep.
Well, Clopton-Ellsbury sure was last week against Mark Twain after they returned 3 of them.
Oh, my Lord.
In the first half, and that was the bulk of their offensive production was in that kick game.
Yeah, I think it was about all of it, wasn't it?
Very much. Running on first down are the Wildcats. To midfield, and it's going to be a gain of about 1. Hutchison across midfield to the Bowling Green Bobcat 49.
Number 33, Charlie Bowen.
So Hutchinson, the big ball carrier from Montgomery County, has carried it 6 times for a total of 3 yards. So good job by the Bowling Green defense keeping him in check so far.
To the near side with a little swing pass and breaking a tackle. First down yardage and more. Finally gang tackled out of bounds is, was that 25, 26? 26. That's Ty Lue. First time we've called his name tonight. Hayden Finley finally brought him down, but not after a huge gain, all the way down to the 29-yard line of the Bobcats.
So 20-yard gain.
Passing again to the far side. And that is snuffed out quickly. 45 on the reception. Kleekamp, Thomas Kleekamp, the junior receiver for Montgomery County. Gunnar Bryant brought him down after a gain of only 1.
So they're spreading the ball around as well, are the Wildcats of Montgomery County. It's hard to call them Montgomery County because when I grew up, they were called Montgomery City.
A lot of folks still call them City, and now movement before the snap.
Multiple flags on the field.
And it was the clock that was the issue that time. So they'll reset that with the Bobcats up 12-6. Montgomery facing a 2nd and 9 in Bobcat territory. Oh, no, they're going to call a false start against the Wildcats, so it's going to be 2nd and 14.
Just the second penalty of the game, both against Montgomery County.
Last year's game, I believe both teams only had 4 penalties aside.
2nd and 14.
Well, if you want to talk about how to speed up a game,
8:37 to play.
don't have hankies on the ground. That'll do a lot of it.
2nd and 14.
You know, there's a chance of rain, and with the haze in the air, it looks like it's raining.
Oh, yeah.
It's crazy and humid out right now.
Been nothing but fog for 3-4 days. Pitch out on first down or second down to the near side, rolls off one man, still on his feet to Hutchinson.
Oh.
He was spinning like a top.
Spun 3 or 4 times. Now he comes up with a little hitch in his giddy up.
He'll go to the far sideline. Just Tristan Charlton put a hit on him at the end to stop progress.
He's going to lose 4 yards on the carry.
He spun a lot for not much there.
Yes, he did. He got hit by about 3 different guys, so that tells you that Bowling Green needs to continue to pursue the football because this guy's not going to go down on the initial contact.
And if he's already getting banged up, that could be nothing but a plus. Now the quarterback's going to take off. Zernewski to the far side, close to first down yardage. He's got it. Hit by one
Still
man,
on his feet.
Bounced off him, regathered in, and that's a huge gain of about 20 yards for Zernewski on a 3rd and long.
Yeah, from the 33 down to about the, what are they going to mark it at, the 12, 21 yards on the carry.
Fresh set and a whole new lease on life for the Montgomery County offense. Good run by the sophomore quarterback, Zernewski. And whistles. And a timeout taken by the Bobcats. 7:05 to play first half. Bowling Green 12, Montgomery County 6. And it's Montgomery County knocking on the door on Eagle 102.
Ingram Plumbing has always been known for its outstanding plumbing service. But did you know that Ingram's is also the largest retail plumbing supply store in the area? We carry Delta faucets, a complete line of Whirlpool tubs and showers, jacuzzi pumps, and many other specialty items. At Ingram Plumbing, we're ready to meet all your plumbing needs. I should know. I'm Bonnie Ingram, and I've worked there for over 50 years. Stop by Ingram Plumbing today, Highway 61, Bowling Green.
High school sports on KJFM is brought to you by Pike County Mutual Insurance, Brown's Processing, and Bank of Louisiana.
Impressive run by Zernewski right before the break. That sets up Montgomery County at the 14-yard line of the Bobcats.
Yeah, he and Hutchinson show an ability to run through contact on consecutive plays, actually. So Bowling Green is going to have to wrap them up and keep them controlled as they're deep in Bowling Green territory at the
14.
14, is that what they marked it?
The officials talking as Montgomery County finally comes out of the huddle following the Bowling Green timeout. And that's a good timeout for the Bobcats just to take a breath and regroup a little bit as their backs are against the wall. Trying to hold on to this 12-6 lead. Takeaway would be nice now.
Yes, it would.
On 1st and 10 from the 14. Zernuski faked the handoff, kept it himself on the option, and is brought down after a minimal gain on the far side. Bring up 2nd down. Charlie Bowen on the stop. They're going to give him, 4 yards. Almost 5.
There, brought down by number 33, Charlie Bowen.
So Zernuski having the most success running the football here in this first half for the Wildcats.
Inside the 10.
Up to 46 yards on the ground.
Hutchison, they fake the handoff to him. He comes near side, and the pass is incomplete. Intended target was number 45. That's Thomas Kleekamp for Montgomery. Bring up 3rd and 5, almost 3rd and 6, with 6:27 to play in the first half. So nearing the midway point of the second quarter already on senior night at Bowling Green.
Well played football game up to this point.
I believe the next home game for the Bobcats will be homecoming, but they won't be doing the usual parade around the square.
Everything's going to be different.
Throwing again after a fake a handoff, and he is in for the touchdown. Just holding on to it.
Touchdown, Montgomery.
Is that 28 on the far side? He's a long way away from me.
Or was it Lou 26?
Pending the point after
It looks like might be a 26.
Play in the half. Bowling Green 12.
He won't turn around.
County 12.
So 12-12 our score.
Nice little crossing pattern that time and a good catch by Lou. As the pass was a little bit high, but he was able to corral it.
Fake to the far side, looking for the lead, and it's unsuccessful. 12-12 our score. Montgomery has tied it with 6:22 to play in the first half. Bobcats get the ball back when we return on Eagle 102.
Here's one question that has no wrong answer. Are you going to choose the new Shell and Fuel Rewards card to be used at Shell stations, or the Shell and Fuel Rewards MasterCard that can be used everywhere MasterCard is accepted? With both, you save 10 cents per gallon up to 20 gallons every time you fill up. And you also earn 10% rebates on your first $1,200 in non-fuel purchases per year at Shell stations. See? You can't go wrong with either. Visit www.shell.us/getrewards and apply today. At participating Shell stations only. Terms and conditions apply.
Eagle 102 Sports on KJFM is brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, County Market in Louisiana, and Bowling Green Insurance.
Interesting start to this game. Montgomery scores on their opening possession. Bowling Green runs back the kickoff, 90 yards from Cooper Keel. The Bobcats stop Montgomery the next series, score again for a 12-6 lead. Now Montgomery is the team that responds and ties this game up.
And Bowling Green has 6:22 to see what they can do before the end of this first half.
Plenty of time. That's about what it took to score their first touchdown offensively in this ball game. Let's see if Cooper can run through the kick coverage again here.
Well, you think they're going to kick it to him?
We'll see.
I think number 51, Abercrombie's going to do the honors for Montgomery County.
And they kick a line drive this time. Picked up by the deep man. That's Cooper again. Tries to reverse, and he's grabbed by the jersey and brought down. Still a pretty decent return out across the Bobcat 30 to about the 33.
Yeah, they spun him around. He was just kind of at about 3/4 speed looking for a hole, and it never materialized. But as you said, a good return nonetheless and good field position to start this series for the Cats.
Well, he's at a $120 return yards already tonight. 1st and 10. 6:14 to play in the half, and they're running on first down. Michael Starks takes it across the 35. Gain of 2. Jackson Brower on the stop for the Wildcats. 2nd and 8 for Bowling Green. Clock running inside 6 minutes to go in the second quarter. Bobcats just 3 receivers, 2 to the near side, and they hand off again. That's Charlie Bowen breaking a tackle. He's got first down yardage across the 45, actually across the 50, and then a flag comes out at the end. We'll see if it was
There is a flag on the play.
horse collar or a face
Maybe
mask.
a face mask, yeah. 15 yards on the carry.
See which way. It's against the Bobcats. It was at the end of the run. So we'll see how this affects things. They'll mark it from that spot, so it was a hold at the end. So it's going to be 2nd and 2.
I haven't seen an indication of the penalty yet.
It is a hold.
That's interesting.
Holding against the Bobcats. 2nd down after the
So a 15-yard gain, take away 10, leaves you with 2nd and 8, right?
2nd and 2, yeah.
Or 2nd and 2, yeah.
It's all right. Only one of us can be a numbers man.
That's weird. Yeah, that's really weird.
I'll trade paychecks with you this week. Trying to fight for the first down, brought down. Shy of it, Cooper Keel. No gain on the play. Well, they're going to give him, it looks like maybe a yard. And it is a first down. Boy, he got just enough before he was pushed back.
Going to give him 2 yards, aren't they?
Wait a minute, I had overtime on this check. I might keep this one.
Be careful what you wish for.
Throwing on first down, and that one's caught right up the middle. That worked for him last week a couple of times, and this one all the way down to the 35-yard line, it looks like. Hayden Finley on the reception.
Little play action pass.
Bobcats now find themselves at the 35-yard line with 4 minutes and 45 seconds to play in the half.
Rolling out this time. And that one is incomplete on the far side. Boy, it looked like it was there for a second for Dylan Dalton.
I believe that's the first incomplete pass by Dalton.
Ryan Cordy was the intended target on the far side. He just let him a bit too much. And Cordy laying out couldn't make the catch. Clock stops, though, with 4:40 to go in the half.
Rolling to his left, throwing back to his right. That's a tough order for anybody.
On 2nd and 10, the give is to Cooper Keel, and he loses yardage. Back to the 38.
Big penetration that time by Kyle Yelton.
I'll actually give him forward progress to the 37, it looks like. So 3rd and 11. Clock running down to 4:10 as they break the huddle. Center almost overran the ball. Rolling out to the near side, slings it, and it is incomplete.
Yeah, that ball hit the ground.
Number 6, Dylan Dalton's pass, incomplete.
It's actually closer to number 11 for Montgomery County, Drake Doozer.
Well, it's interesting. They got away from running the football that series. Now will they go for it on 4th and 11? 3:57. I think I'm going to punt it down there and try and pin them deep. Or maybe just throw a deep pass, and if they catch it, good for you. If it's intercepted, make sure you tackle him.
On 4th and 11, from inside the 40, he rolls out near side, puts it in the air. It is caught. Comes back up. That's Starks, and he's very close. I think he's got the first down. He does. That's a big conversion on 4th down to Michael Starks.
Yeah, they're going to give him 12 yards.
He needed 11, got 12.
Down for Bowling Green. Ladies and gentlemen, move those chains.
First reception by Starks tonight. Keeps the drive alive. That's why you and I are up here rather than coaching.
And a timeout taken. An official's timeout with 3:51 to play. Bowling Green set up now.
I think we had an injured player they were allowing to get off the field.
Okay, so they're going to stay here?
Yes,
all right.
They are.
And now they'll wind the clock.
Play now resuming.
Fresh set for Bowling Green. Throwing again to the near side. And that one's caught. Again, Stark still on his feet. Brought down inside the 5. Touchdown saving tackle by Ben Sissom for Montgomery County. All the way down to the 3.
19-yard gain. Marking it at the 3. Let's call it a 17-yard gain now.
3:35 to play. In quarter number 2, and Bowling Green trying to grab that lead back after Montgomery tied it. Running, and they're going to lose yardage on this one. Gang tackle, 3 Wildcats. Broke the line that time. And Starks is stopped for a loss all the way back near the 10.
Yeah, they'll give him some forward progress, I would suspect. They're going to mark at the
all the way to the 6.
Yeah, so a loss of 3.
Just gives them a little more room to be creative now. 2nd and goal from the 6 for Bowling Green. Rolls out, tosses it to the far side, and he is in for the touchdown. Hayden Finley with a 6-yard reception, and Bowling Green goes up 18-12 here in the second quarter.
Number 6, Dylan Dalton, connected.
So Dalton to Finley.
Hayden Finley for that touchdown reception.
And the Bobcats have scored 3 times here in the first half after the shutout loss last week. They'll try and get the extra point here, trying for 2 it appears. Rolling out, trying the same play, moves it upfield, and he's in. 2-point conversion is good. 20-12. Bowling Green leads Montgomery County here in the second quarter. 2:48 to play in the first half on Eagle 102.
Farmers, the crew at Mike's Tire and Service Center is here to serve you. They know the hours you put in, definitely not your typical 8 to 5, which makes it difficult to get that equipment in for service. Therefore, they offer on-the-farm tire repair. Call Mike's Tire and Service Center and they'll be happy to work with you to get you back to operation as usual. Hi folks, my name is Cody Kirkendall, Mike's Tire and Service Center, located on Business Highway 61 in Bowling Green. Mike's Tire and Service Center proudly supports all area farmers.
Area High School Sports on Eagle 102 is brought to you by Cellular and Satellite Center, the Mercantile Bank, and Bowling Green Tractor.
Couple of big plays for Michael Stark sets up the Hayden Finley 6-yard touchdown reception. And Bowling Green's up with the 2-point conversion, 20-12, with under 3 minutes to go here in the second quarter.
Yeah, just barely over 4 minutes on that drive, so they worked it quickly. Now let's see if the defense can stand up and send him to the locker room on top at half.
Key plays, the 4th down conversion, catch by Starks. He had another one down to the 3. And here comes the return man across the 35. Did the ball come out at the end? They were jumping in like it was loose, but Ty Lue takes it out near the 40, the 39-yard line of the Wildcats. 2:38 to play in the second quarter.
Yeah, I tried a different guy that time with Ty Lue, and a wing back caught it on the run. Nice return.
1st and 10 for the Wildcats. And is Deucer back there at quarterback now?
Looks like he is.
So maybe a little veteran leadership here. And they hand off on 1st down, and tripped up as he crosses the line of scrimmage, Logan Hutchison, with a gain of about 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. Actually, they'll give him 4.
By number 42.
42 on the stop for the Bobcats, Clay Lazier, the senior linebacker.
With just over 2 minutes to play.
Throwing to the near side. That one's caught by number 10 for the Wildcats. That's Travis Hill. For another short gain, it'll be 3rd and 5, and the clock keeps running down to 2 minutes to go in the half. Charlie Bowen stopped him.
His first catch of the day, gain of a yard.
Let's make some noise for that Bobcat defense, fans. It's third down.
So 3rd and 5 from the 44-yard line, and now the whistles come out, and we're going to have a timeout by the Bobcats. 1:45 to play in the first half. 20-12, Bowling Green leads Montgomery on Eagle 102.
Daily life is a bit different right now than what we're used to. Some are feeling the effects more than others, but let's remember that this too shall pass and try to find ways to keep positive, help others in need, continue to support our businesses as best we can, but also take this time of distancing and shutdowns to self-reflect and improve. Spend quality time with family, exercise, pray, tackle a home improvement project, even if it's just a power cleaning inside and out, but do something that helps you feel empowered and moving forward. Vicki Cadwalder, Real Estate, praying for good to come out of trials.
High school sports on KJFM is brought to you by Vicki Cadwalader Real Estate and Perkins Electrical Service.
All that fog or mist has turned into a light drizzle. The bugs around the lights are still out overpowering it, but we'll see what that does to field conditions or the grip on the ball.
Fewer umbrellas have popped up in the stands. Pretty good crowd on hand here tonight.
Yes, it is. On both sides. That grandstand on the far side is
Nobody seems
full.
to be terribly concerned about the COVID thing.
Well, there are quite a few folks in
mask or two.
Lawn chairs, and there are a few masks out there. 3rd and 5. He's throwing, pumps, brings it upfield, and it is incomplete. No flags on the play. It'll bring up 4th and 5 for the Wildcats. 1:40 to play here in the second quarter.
Interesting that they took Zernuski out and brought in Doozer on this series. Zernuski's had led 2 touchdown drives. I didn't see where he'd done anything would warrant a removal.
He wasn't the banged up player, was he?
I don't know about that. That's a possibility.
And kicking, and that's a pretty good one. Bounces all the way down to the 5-yard line, and that's where the Bobcats will take over 1st and 10 with 1:28 to play in the first half. And
little pooch kick that worked to perfection. Now the real trick is Montgomery County has all 3 of their timeouts left, so Bowling Green can't just sit on this and try and run the clock out. They're going to have to get a first down here. As a little drizzle comes down, a few more people grab the umbrellas. Band moving into their position for the halftime show. A lot of stuff going on right now.
Uh-huh. Let's see if my kid can play wet sheet music.
But they still have that plastic stuff that goes over there.
Running on first down is that Bowen. Charlie takes it out near the 10.
Right up the gut for about 3, maybe 4. Where are they going to mark it?
At the 9, it looks like.
We'll give him 4 on the carry.
And a little breathing room for the Bobcats.
Yeah, 1 first down here will give him some space. Montgomery elects not to call a timeout, which is interesting.
2nd and 6 for Bowling Green. Handoff again. Bowen again, and he rumbles forward again for a couple of more. It'll be 3rd and about 3 for the Bobcats with 45 seconds to go in the half. And a timeout now taken by the Wildcats.
Mercy, they let 15, 20 seconds run off the clock.
20-12 our score. Bowling Green leads the Wildcats on Eagle 102.
This is Kyle Schurter, Assistant Vice President at Community State Bank of Missouri. We offer a variety of loans to meet your needs. Whether you're looking for a conventional loan or a HELOC or an FHA, VA, or USDA loan, give us a call. We have some of the best rates around. Community State Bank of Missouri, your hometown community bank since 1887. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Area high school sports on Eagle 102 is brought to you by State Farm Insurance, Cindy Blaylock, Young Enterprises Incorporated, and Pike County Memorial Hospital.
Chapman, a long TD run, so it's 35-6. Louisiana still trails South Callaway with 3:17 to go in the first half. One of the few games around our area tonight. Game of the week brought to you on Eagle 102 in part by Betty Davis Insurance, Central Bank of Audrain County, McDinger's Sports Bar, County Market in Vandalia, and Prairie's Edge Garden Center. Follow the action here on KJFM 102.1, KJFMradio.com, or the KJFM radio app. You can also set it up to play on your Alexa-enabled speaker. Bowen again, he's got first down yardage. Kept rumbling all the way out near the 20-yard line, and that will probably be enough to run out the clock.
Good enough for a Bowling Green Bobcat.
Come on, just fake a kneel down or something and throw it about 60 yards.
Well, run that little play action that worked last series with Starks right up the middle for the pass.
1st and 10 with 14 seconds to go. Bobcats up by 6, and they'll run it again. And that'll run out the clock, brought down after a short gain. And we'll go to the half with Bowling Green up 20-12 after 2 quarters here at Bowling Green High School. The 0-2 Bobcats lead the 1-1 Montgomery County Wildcats. We'll have the halftime show for you next on Eagle 102.
The Eagle 102 Halftime Report is coming up, sponsored by Cellular and Satellite Center.
Cellular and Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Wait, there's more. They also offer several options for internet service with Viasat, HughesNet, and AT&T. Hold on, there's still more. They can also do security system installations, have TVs in stocks, mounts, and cables. Now, a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
Sunburns, bug bites, poison ivy, it only means one thing. It's summertime. From SPF to calamine lotion, Good Neighbor Pharmacy has got you covered. Stop in and let us take care of you. For fast, friendly service and affordable prices every day, visit your local Good Neighbor Pharmacy. Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green. Or Family Drug, 301 Georgia Street in Louisiana.
Need a little good news in your life? Well, here's the deal. State Farm has new, lower car insurance rates in Missouri, so you can now get the service and convenience of State Farm agent Cindy Blaylock at an even better price. That's right, State Farm can help you save more cash and get the good neighbor service you deserve. It's the real deal for car insurance. I'm State Farm agent Cindy Blaylock, and I'm ready to help you save. Call me today at 573-754-5575 or visit us in Louisiana, just a block up from the river. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Bringing you all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana. It's now time for the Eagle 102 Halftime Report, sponsored by Cellular and Satellite Center.
20-12, our halftime score. The Bowling Green Bobcats lead after 2 quarters, and the band getting ready
for your halftime performance
to pay tribute to the music of Michael Jackson again tonight. That's their halftime program for the 2020 season, and they debuted it last week. Let's see if there's any new wrinkles this week as we talk about this one. Pretty good mix from the Bowling Green offense between pass and run.
Yeah, the balance is actually good. They rushed for 121 yards in the first half. Dalton was 5 for 7 for 72 yards. The only turnover was the blocked punt, but he spread the ball around with 3 receivers. Finley had 41 yards receiving, Starks with 29, and Niemeyer with 8. So good balance by the Bobcats, and they go to the locker room on top 20-12. Looking at Montgomery County statistics, Zernuski was 6 for 10 for 82 yards, and then in the last series, for whatever reason, he did not come back in. Doozer was 1 for 2 for 1 yard. On the ground, that's where Bowling Green's done well. They've held Hutchinson to 3 yards rushing.
Wow.
Zernuski leads Montgomery County on the ground with 46 yards, a total of 49 yards on the ground. And so they've done a very good job offensively. 2 penalties on Montgomery County, only 1 on Bowling Green. As you said, last year, a penalty-free game for the most part. The same holds true in the first half here tonight.
We mentioned in the pregame, Hutchinson last week ran for 230, so to have him under 5 yards at this point in the game, that's pretty amazing, and just a testament to the Bowling Green defense through the first 2 quarters of this ball game.
Yeah, they've done very well. They stack things up inside early. Montgomery had a little bit of success outside in the first 2 series, but Bowling Green adjusted, and they basically the only rushing yardage they had was by the quarterback on scrambles or on an option play that went for nice yardage of about 21 yards by Certnewski. So they've done a pretty good job corralling this rushing attack of Montgomery County.
We'll take a quick break. We'll check scores around the area, and then we'll kind of look ahead to the second half, see what these 2 teams can do to bring us an entertaining second 2 quarters, 20-12 through 2 quarters. Here as Bowling Green leads Montgomery on Eagle 102.
Cellular and Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Wait, there's more. They also offer several options for internet service with Viasat, HughesNet, and AT&T. Hold on, there's still more. They can also do security system installations, have TVs in stocks, mounts, and cables. Now a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
Your 401k is likely one of your most important assets, but it's only one part of a comprehensive retirement strategy. Edward Jones can help you understand how your retirement assets fit into your entire retirement picture so you can work toward meeting your unique retirement goals. Contact me, Kayla Caldwell, your Edward Jones financial advisor, at 2604 Georgia Street in Louisiana. Edward Jones, Making Sense of Investing, member SIPC.
Betty Davis Insurance in Vandalia is an independent insurance agency. They represent multiple companies to find you the best coverage to fit your budget. Betty Davis Insurance provides auto, homeowner, business, and commercial insurance, as well as health and life. If you need insurance, you need to get a competitive quote today. They have a quote with your name on it. Better service, better coverage, better price. Betty Davis Insurance Agency, 100 North Main, Vandalia.
At Central Bank of Audrain County in Vandalia, they realize your needs are diverse. That's why you need a bank that has a variety of options to serve you, from free checking accounts to so much more. Central Bank of Audrain County has the perfect solution for you. Remember, when it comes to banking, know that you don't have to go at it alone. Central Bank of Audrain County, friendly professional staff there to help you every step of the way. Stop by today. Central Bank of Audrain County, 1000 West Highway 54, Vandalia. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
High school sports on KJFM is brought to you by Abel's Quick Shops, Mike's Tire and Service Center, and All Parts.
Well, Clopton-Ellsbury at North Callaway was canceled for tonight, and Mark Twain and Van Far will play tomorrow. Of course, that game will be right here on KJFM. 6:30 countdown to kickoff from Mark Twain High School as the Indians and the Tigers play for the Farmers Cup. What other scores around the area do we have so far?
Drumming up scores has become a bit of a challenge tonight.
Well, we've got the Louisiana score.
Things are so scattered. Let me get over onto my score stream and see what's out there. It looks like Palmyra leads Marceline late in the second quarter 6-0. Hannibal over Fort Zumont West late in the second 20-14, as this was a pretty quick first quarter, or first half I should say, here at Bowling Green. Paris leads Scotland County 16-0. That's at half. Monroe City 30-6 over South Shelby. That late in the second as well. And that's all the scores we have right now.
And, of course, Louisiana trailing South Callaway 42-6 after 2 quarters at Cunningham Field in Louisiana.
One more 8-man football. We get to talk about that just with North Shelby.
Yeah.
And they're pretty good this year. I think they're ranked 3rd in the state. They lead Norburn 32-0 at half.
That is a powerhouse 8-man program for sure.
Schuyler County actually went to 8-man this year. That was an opponent of Louisiana's last year. So Those are the two schools closest to us that are into the 8-man program now. And if you haven't ever seen an 8-man game, it's not so much unlike what we used to play in the Sandlot, man. It's wide open, and a lot of passing and a lot of scoring.
Yeah.
It wasn't last year. Did North Shelby win a game like 96-92 or something like that? It was some crazy score. Craziest score I've ever heard.
The band has finished up their halftime program, and
so were there any new wrinkles?
No. Well, I guess the new wrinkle is they're now spinning around the band director there at the far end zone. They like him.
Do they have band uniforms these days?
They do.
Do they? Okay.
Yep. I think they hold those out for parade and contests and stuff like that. Maybe later in the season.
Not a wet night like we've got.
No, I think Mark Twain was wearing theirs last week.
Were they?
So I think it just depends on the band director when those come out. But yeah, I know they do because I had to pay for them. Just saying. 20-12.
Welcome to fatherhood.
Yeah, 20-12. Our score. Bowling Green leading Montgomery County after 2 quarters, and had the long return in the first half that actually tied the game, as it was Cooper Keel taking a kickoff 90 yards to get Bowling Green on the board. They scored again before the end of the first quarter, and then added a second quarter touchdown to lead this game after 2, 20-12. Actually, they took the 12-6 lead. Montgomery tied it, and then Bowling Green back ahead, and then added that 2-point conversion to have the 8-point lead after 2 quarters. It was a 6-yard run to put Bowling Green ahead. Actually, a reception. Dylan Dalton hit Hayden Finley for that 6-yard touchdown to give Bowling Green the lead, and then they added the 2-point conversion on roughly the same play moments later. 5:25 to go in the half. Then they'll add 3 minutes for stretching time. We'll take a break and set up the second half for you after this on Eagle 102.
Cellular and Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Wait, there's more. They also offer several options for internet service with Viasat, HughesNet, and AT&T. Hold on, there's still more. They can also do security system installations, have TVs and stocks, mounts, and cables. Now a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer. At McDinger's, they've got a new list of specials for lunch in addition to their all-day specials, which happens to feature the fan favorite Tenderloin Thursday. Enjoy tacos, wings, grilled chicken, fried fish and shrimp, and more, plus a beverage menu that fits everyone. Check out their Facebook page for upcoming live entertainment. McDinger's, 131 West Outer Road in Eolia. Compare the bottom line and you'll find shocking everyday low prices at County Market in Vandalia. Never pay more than you need to. Get the best weekly specials every time you visit. Check out their wonderful deli department and let the friendly staff help with any questions you may have. From steak to seafood and everything in between, selections are plentiful in every aisle. Enjoy your shopping experience when you visit them. County Market, Highway 54 West, Vandalia. Prairie's Edge Garden Center is planning their first Fall Fun Festival on the Prairie. Saturday, September 26th is the big day when Prairie's Edge kicks off their fall season with a corn maze and pumpkin patch. Plus, find mums, fall annuals, Indian corn, and numerous decorative items. Additionally, at the festival, you'll find over 30 of the best food, drink, and craft vendors. The corn maze and pumpkin patch will be open through October 31st. Mark your calendar now and make plans to be at the first ever Fall Fun Festival on the Prairie, Saturday, September 26th at Prairie's Edge Garden Center in Bowling Green.
Eagle 102 Sports on KJFM is brought to you by Ingram Plumbing, Bowling Green Pharmacy, and Mid-America Auto and Towing.
Pretty good game plan for Bowling Green in the first half against the Montgomery County Wildcats. Good interior defense and a good mix of the run and the pass offensively for the Bobcats. What does Montgomery County have to do to combat that?
Well, Bowling Green showed. You talked about opening up the playbook a little bit in the pregame, and they've done that. They've done some run, done some pass, had a little play action, and went for a big gain. I don't know that Montgomery County's necessarily played bad.
No,
it's just been an evenly matched game, and they want more of the same in the second half. And there's not really a whole lot they can do. No turnovers, other than the block kick, which punt that wasn't.
It wasn't earth-shattering or groundbreaking.
Groundbreaking deal. But from the line of scrimmage and normal play, there were no turnovers and very few penalties. So there's really not a whole lot to clean up. It's mano-a-mano here, and you got to beat the guy in front of you and hope for the best.
I did like my favorite part of the offense for Bowling Green was their clock management offensively. That ground attack, they used it to put together, multi-minute drives, 6 minutes, 4 minutes. When they needed to pass, they put the passing plays in there. They had a big fourth down conversion, but I thought they managed the clock very well in the first 2 quarters.
They did, and they had some opportune passes that led to the last touchdown on a fourth down play where we were debating whether they should punt it and pin Montgomery County deep or not. They ran a nice little out pattern to Starks, and he got the first down. And then the next play took it all the way down inside the 5 on another pass. So, they've done some things very good and kept Montgomery County off balance. Looking at Montgomery County offensively, now we don't really know what's going on with them.
Yeah.
They've changed quarterbacks. They're out on the field. I'll see if I can find Zernewski in a minute because he was playing fairly well. In fact, as we said, he's their leading rusher with 46 yards from the ground. Plus, he'd thrown for 72, so he had accounted for a big chunk of their offense. And if he doesn't come back, that could be interesting for the Wildcats.
I mean, you've got the veteran leadership there and the senior Drake Doozer, but like you said, Zernewski was the offense pretty much in that first half of play. So that's a interesting situation, and we'll continue to watch how it develops in the second half of this ball game. Bowling Green, a 20-12 lead over Montgomery County after 2 quarters. Second half is coming up here on KJ.
Cellular and Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Wait, there's more. They also offer several options for internet service with Viasat, HughesNet, and AT&T. Hold on, there's still more. They can also do security system installations, have TVs in stocks, mounts, and cables. Now, a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
Before or after the games this season, let's go to Airco. They're always glad to see you at Airco Travel Plaza in Bowling Green and Airco Convenience Store in Louisiana. Stop in, fill up your vehicle, and fill yourself up with deli sandwiches, snacks, soda, Chester's fried chicken, and more. Good luck to the area teams this year from all your friends at Airco. Open 24 hours a day in Bowling Green on Business 61 South and from Airco Convenience Store, Junction 79 and 54 in Louisiana. Let's go, Airco.
Area High School Sports on Eagle 102 is brought to you by Community State Bank of Missouri, Family Drug, and Pike County Health Department, Home Health and Hospice.
About 2.5 minutes to go before we kick off the second half. Bowling Green leading this game 20-12 over the Montgomery County Wildcats as we head to the second half.
Another score for you. Clark County leads Highland 14-7 and half. Highland, a highly improved team this year, and I don't know, have you gone to Highland for a game yet?
They brought in that field a couple of years ago. I mean, they've continued making improvements. I think they started with that scoreboard is absolutely amazing up there.
It's turf now.
Yeah,
they put
absolutely
turf in.
Amazing.
Out in the middle of a cornfield, basically. But their football teams.
I wonder if they've upgraded the press box yet.
Yeah,
because that was old and brown painted plywood, I think, for many years.
I could tell you a couple press box stories from Highland, but they probably aren't fit for PG-13.
You know, the only one that really sticks out to me is they had an old feller doing the PA one.
Oh
night.
My gosh, he was hilarious, wasn't he?
Yeah, and they sold shout-outs.
They did.
This guy was doing these shout-outs during the play. Grandma loves you. Keep on running. It was.
And the killer is when we played up there, we being Louisiana, Castina, and some of our people went and did it, and this guy had no idea how to pronounce their names, and it was an absolute hoot. An absolute hoot.
The
But yeah, they've done better. Their program's got a lot better.
Oh, yeah. Well, they've grown into those facilities for sure. Tonight's Eagle 102 Game of the Week brought to you in part by Airco Convenience Center, Lacrosse Lumber Company in Vandalia, PJ Salon, and Craig's Truck and Tractor Service. Follow all the action on Eagle 102 KJFM. That's at 102.1, KJFMradio.com, the KJFM radio app, and on Alexa, and, of course, on the website and on the app. You can watch this game and all our sports broadcasts for the most part. Bowling Green gets the opening kickoff of the second half after deferring, and Cooper Keel will get it on a bounce. Had to back up a little bit so he doesn't have that head of steam, and he's brought down as he crosses the 25-yard line.
Yeah, they held him to about a 10-yard gain that time. That's his shortest kick return of the game. He had a 90-yard kickoff return for touchdown, if you're just joining us, after Montgomery County's first touchdown. Next one he returned for 20 yards, now 10. So he's got good yardage total at 120 yards on kick return yardage, but good kick coverage that time by the Wildcats.
And 1st and 10 for the Bobcats from their own 25 as the rain is a little bit heavier, but still just a steady drizzle.
Looking at the radar, we may have a little light rain for a while. See if that affects play at all.
Put a man in motion, and they'll take it to the far side. Not much there. Met and dropped at the line of scrimmage. It was Charlie Bowen that time. They hit him about thigh high with a wrap up and pushed him back.
Looks like they're going to give him no gain.
Takes 30 seconds off the clock as Bowling Green hits the line again. 2nd and 10.
Got single coverage over here on the outside.
That's where they're going with it to Starks, and he can't catch that ball. It was a forward pass, so incomplete. There on the coverage was 27, Trenton Clardy for the Wildcats.
Tried to catch that with his bread basket. Most receiver coaches will tell you got to get your hands on it. Went right through his bread basket onto the ground. He had some space if he could have spun away.
And he is elusive once he gathers that ball in.
Looks like Montgomery County that time they were playing man. Now they're going to go too deep.
And a bad snap. Good job corralling it by Dylan Dalton. He puts it away. He's got room in front of him. Moving to the near side, and he's taken down about the 40-yard line. That's enough for a first down. Broken play. Dylan Dalton makes the most of it and gets a fresh set for the Bobcats.
Nice 15-yard run by Dalton as the attention was on Starks out of his wide receiver position and found some room to run and got out of bounds as well.
That's when receiver becomes blocker. And Bowling Green was able to find some room. 1st and 10 from their own 45.
Bowen was tying his shoe, and he's ready to go.
Handoff is to Charlie. And again, he's stacked up and pushed backward. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, if you look at the defense, these early downs, they're putting 8 guys in the box. Looks like they've decided they're going to put a stop to this running up the middle. And Bowen's carried it twice up the gut for no gain either carry.
Well,
it looks like they're going to give him a yard on that one.
That was generous.
A late move of the chains.
So on 2nd and a long 9, rolling out is the quarterback Dalton. And he puts the ball away. And we'll rush for about 3 out to the 45-yard line.
They are playing man out on the outside with a single high safety. There's an opportunity there, especially on Stark's side.
They only gave him 2, so it's going to be 3rd and 7 from the Bowling Green 44.
Ball at the 44-yard line of Bowling Green.
2 minutes off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, and that's a bad snap. And he's going to have to fall. Nope, he's sacked. That is a huge loss all the way back to about the 27-yard line. They'll give him forward progress to the 29, I think. And it's going to be 4th and absolutely forever after that bad snap.
15-yard loss that time.
BGPD doing a little work past the far end zone.
So they'll have to punt it away. And is that Hutchinson? No, that's Doozer out back deep for Montgomery County.
Good snap for the punt. Good punt for the Bobcats. Doozer will take it, and he'll let it be down at the 38-yard line of the Wildcats. That's a pretty good punt, but it died. Didn't get any roll either way. So Montgomery will still have good field possession with 9:10 to play in the first half, or second.
Well, you talked what kind of adjustments would either team make. Well, we found out from Montgomery County defensively they went to man-to-man with a single safety high and 8 men in the box and put a stop to the run for the Bobcats in that first series.
Third quarter. That's what I meant to say. 20-12. Bowling Green leads Montgomery with their first possession of the second half.
And who's back in at quarterback? Looks like Doozer's still there.
And option handoff, and he's got the first down and then some more into Bobcat territory before he's finally knocked out of bounds. Logan Hutchison for the Wildcats.
His biggest gain of the night, 16 yards.
Takes it all the way to the Bobcat 45-yard line. And a first down for Montgomery.
Boy, he shows some speed, doesn't he?
Yes, he does.
He's dangerous.
If you can get him in the backfield, that's your best shot. Because once he busts that line, he's off to the races. Pass to the far side, that's complete. And a gain of about, well, he's still fighting for it, and he's going to get first down yardage. It's going to be very close over there, but I think he got enough. Gain of 10 on the play, and that was hard fought at the end for the last 3-4 yards.
Once again, in there on the tackle.
So right now, the Montgomery defense has kind of fueled their offense on this series. Got the big stop.
What did they give him, about 12 on that?
Yes, they did. Clock running down to 8:30 to go in the third quarter.
I believe it was Lou with the catch.
And again, up the middle, and that's Hutchison, and another first down.
Well, they're running Hutchison up the middle, and Doozer is holding on to it like he's going to try and run the option. Except for there's nobody to option it to, so it's going to be a keeper if Doozer decides to not hand it off to Hutchison. Another 15-yard gain.
And it's been 10 to 15-yard gains.
Big chunks.
Each play so far on this drive for Montgomery as they're trying to play from behind. Hutchinson again in the backfield. And the ball's loose. Who got it? Bowling Green got it. That is a huge turnover. Woo. First of the game. And number 55, that's Tristan Charlton with the fumble recovery off the line. And Bowling Green, a huge break on the bad snap. Charlton falls on it, and Montgomery's possession is over.
Oh, boy, is that huge. Montgomery driving. And the wet ball gives it back to Bowling Green.
Bobcats right back to offense, and what do we have? Whistles before the snap.
Looks like
and
a water break.
Yeah. There's plenty of it coming out of the sky.
Yes,
20 to 12, Bowling Green leads. They've got the ball back after the turnover on Eagle 102.
La Crosse Lumber Company in Vandalia offers a wide variety of products and services that are designed to meet your residential and commercial needs. This includes lumber, electrical supplies, windows, doors, paint, siding, insulation, power tools, and more. Drafting and delivery service is also available. La Crosse Lumber Company in Vandalia has special project pricing and always offers free estimates. Visit soon. La Crosse Lumber in Vandalia, the oldest, most reliable lumber and hardware company in the Midwest since 1973.
High School Sports on KJFM is brought to you by Pike County Mutual Insurance, Browns Processing, and Bank of Louisiana.
Big turnover gives it back to the Bobcats after the water break. The Bowling Green offense will take over 1st and 10 from their own 23.
Don't you think they need to institute a temperature threshold for the water break? Because it's cooled off with the rain coming down.
Yeah, not nearly as humid as it was at the start
back
of the
when
game.
it was 100 degrees at Clopton a couple of weeks ago, I needed a water break about 3 times a quarter.
Yeah. Handoff on first down to Starks. Gets past the first man, brought down by 3 more, and a gain of 1 on the play. It'll be 2nd and 9 from the 24. There on the stop was Pollard.
More of the same from Montgomery County defense. Stacking the box.
Maybe a little more play action. Misdirection or.
Well, that's what they need, but Bowling Green doesn't have a receiver out in the pattern.
To start.
Got to run from the tight end spot.
And he was waiting on it, and he's caught at midfield, still on his feet. He's down, and he may make it all the way, trying to chase him down and jumping in for the touchdown. They hit the big tight end for a long score, 76 yards from Dalton to number 24, Gunnar Bryant. Bryant extends the lead for the Bobcats here in the third quarter to 26-12.
Well, that's just what we were talking about. Little play action. And Dalton found him for the touchdown. Woo-hoo.
We've got some genius working up here tonight.
Don't get carried away.
Are you telling people to rewind to my
there you go.
Kick return?
There you go. Yeah.
Theories from the first half?
Absolutely.
26-12. Bobcats going for 2 again with a pass to the near side, and that's caught. That's nice. There on the reception was Finley for the 2-point conversion, and the Bobcats extend that lead again. Here in the third quarter, 28-12 over Montgomery County. 7:05 to play third quarter on Eagle 102.
Hair care for the entire family. That's what's available at PJ's Salon in Louisiana. Everyone is welcome, men, women, boys, and girls. PJ's can help make everyone look their best. Walk-ins are welcome, and evening hours can be made by appointment. PJ's Salon is your fall senior hair salon, from hair, tanning, and nails to pedicures, waxing, and supplies. Call or stop in. PJ's Salon in the Raintree Mall in Louisiana. Best wishes to all the area sports teams this year from the friendly folks at PJ's Salon.
Eagle 102 Sports on KJFM is brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, County Market in Louisiana, and Bowling Green Insurance.
Well, what a momentum swing we were talking about during the break. Montgomery was doing whatever they wanted with the ball, knocking off 10 to 15 yards each play down into Bobcat territory. You have the one bad break, a bad snap. Christensen or Braden falls on it, and then a couple plays later, Bowling Green's in the end zone after a long passing play.
Unbelievable.
Good boot. Gets past the deep man. He's going to have to pick it up at around the 10. Coverage team, he missed on the first one, and a huge hit. Bowling Green will bring it down, and Montgomery will be inside their own 20.
On that kick, brought down by number 22, Adam
Christian
Engel.
Charlton got the fumble recovery. Just a couple of plays later, Bowling Green in the end zone. As the Louisiana game in the third now, about midway, 42-6 in favor of South Callaway.
Yeah, Dalton doubled his passing yardage for the game. Had 72 entire first half, 76 on one play here in the second. Now they got to figure it out defensively.
And there it is. Oh,
fake
got away.
handoff,
Good
yep.
fake. That sold me, and it's going to be another first down on a gain of about 12 out to the 30-yard line as the quarterback, Drake Doozer, kept it.
Yeah, Doozer held on to it like we talked about. There's nobody to pitch it to, so if he pulls it, it's going to be him, and that's exactly what he did that time. He actually waited until contact was made on Hutchinson. Looked like he was going to be tackled, as you called it, but he pulled it out at the last minute.
1st and 10. Rolling out this time as Doozer to the far side, puts it in the air, and overthrows his receiver by 10 yards on the far side. 2 Bobcats there in coverage to break up that play.
Still a light rain, so passing the ball any distance is a bit of a challenge.
I don't think there's any wind, though. The flag is sitting on the pole.
Pretty still.
6:26 on the incompletion. The clock is stopped. 28-12. Bowling Green leads here in the third. Quick moving game here in week 3. Doozer to the far side running the ball, turns it upfield, and they tried to catch him from behind. He broke that tackle and will get first down yardage out to the 42-yard line of Montgomery County.
He's a shifty runner as well, isn't he?
Yeah, it looked like he was going to get knocked from behind.
Had 2 or 3 Bobcats tailing him, but he got away from him. Picks up 13. Out to the 42-yard line.
From the 42-yard line, 1st and 10 Wildcats. Here's that option play again. They're both bottled up this time and brought back. They tried to strip the ball at the last second. Charlie Bowen did before Hutchison went down.
Well, as we've told you, I heard somebody yell, tackle them both.
Yeah.
So, that is or has to be the plan.
Yeah.
Number 33, Charlie Bowen.
Hutchison's going to lose a yard that time.
And that's their first negative play on the ground here in the second half. Gunnar Bryant also in on the stop on that last play as they bring it to the near side. Good block. Breaks one tackle and is knocked out of bounds on the Bowling Green sideline. Just across the 45-yard line, Ty Lue on the carry as he was put in motion.
Man, that was a really good job by the Bowling Green cornerback, Owen Niemeyer, as he took on the receiver, got knocked down, got back up off his feet, and was able to string that out so the defense could come. Was that Lou on the run?
Yes, it was. A gain of 4, and it's 3rd and 7 for Montgomery County from the 45-yard line. 5:21 to play here in quarter number 3.
Need a hold right here.
Back to throw. Loads up. Doozer to the far side. He's got a man open. It's caught on the far side, and that is a huge reception. That number 9, Gavin Mendoza. 4, Drake Smith, not 9. He's far away.
Whew, yeah, he is.
Cooper Keel finally got him to prevent the touchdown. But on 3rd and 7 from the 45 to
46 yards.
All the way down to the, 9-yard line of the Bobcats.
Woo, that was a high arcing. Had him open for a long time, and he ran underneath of it.
That's maybe why Doozer's in the ball game. That was a quality ball. Low snap, and it's Hutchinson again. They were lucky that didn't end up in another fumble.
Great job by Doozer to control the low snap and get the ball handed off to Hutchison. Looks like they'll give him 4 on the carry.
He's 2nd down. And goal from about the 5. High snap this time. He's going to keep it himself. Doozer out to the far side and brought down short of the goal line, and then a late hit. And this one's going to go to the 1. Gunnar Bryant with the late hit, I believe.
Looks like they mark him down, at about the 3 maybe?
Yep.
We have a penalty on the play.
He was brought down, and then Bryant came in and gave him an extra shot. And no official word yet, but that looks like what's going to be with 4:21 to play here in the third quarter. Montgomery County trying to push through that door.
Automatic first down.
1st and goal from the 1.
Just the 2nd penalty of the game on Bowling Green.
Ends up being about a 1.5 yard penalty on a personal foul.
So Montgomery on the doorstep with 4:12 to play here in the third.
Doozer runs that play again, and into the end zone is Hutchison for the 1-yard score. 4:01 to play here in the third quarter, and Montgomery has answered back to make it 28-18. Extra point still to come. I'm sure they'll go for 2 in this situation, especially the way they've been running the ball here in the second half.
Absolutely. Bowling Green hasn't got it figured out on defense this half yet.
For the 2-point conversion, and did flags come out? They're going to put it in the air, and it's caught, and he is stopped short. Ball came out.
Ruling on the field is the point after attempt is no good.
So that is huge because it remains a 10-point lead. That's two scores. You can't get the touchdown and conversion to tie the game now.
You are 100% correct.
4:01 to play here in the third quarter. Bowling Green leads at 28-18 over Montgomery County on Eagle 102.
At Craig's Truck and Tractor Repair in Vandalia, they say it's better to prevent a breakdown than having to pay for one. Preventative maintenance is key, but if your machinery should break down, Craig's Truck and Tractor Repair is there to serve you in the shop, on the farm, or roadside. See Craig's for semi-truck and trailer repair, oil changes, overhauls, and much more. Farm planting season to harvest season and beyond, Craig's Truck and Tractor Repair can help keep all your equipment and big rigs rolling. Call in or stop in today. Craig's Truck and Tractor Repair, Highway 54 east of Vandalia.
Area High School Sports on Eagle 102 is brought to you by Cellular and Satellite Center, the Mercantile Bank, and Bowling Green Tractor.
Bowling Green ahead by 10. Big stop on the 2-point conversion to keep this a 2-score lead.
A lot of time left in this game.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of time.
16 minutes.
Let's see how Mr. Kyle does here.
High up on the shoulder was the kick, and he returns it out to about the 25-yard line. Heidecker on the return.
15 yards on the return. So. But deep in their own end.
Monroe City leads South Shelby 46-6. That was a halftime score. Palmyra leading Hallsville 27-0 at the half. Scotland County scored, but still trails Paris 16-8.
Most of the action up north on this Friday night.
Yes, it is. Oh, confusion, and he's going to take it himself. Dylan Dalton.
Go.
And he's through into the secondary, past the secondary, and this is the second broken play that's going to be huge for Bowling Green. Dylan Dalton takes it all the way for a touchdown, and that is a backbreaker for Montgomery County. He looked one way, there was no running back there, so he took off the other way.
75 yards, oh my goodness, on a broken play.
That is
nobody home.
Fantastic. Bowling Green has definitely got the breaks this week. Maybe a little tough luck the first 2 weeks, especially last week, but they are – the football gods are
what are the
working
odds
overtime.
Of that? You turn around to hand it off, and the running back went the other way. Usually you get smacked right then.
Yeah.
And he turned it upfield, turned on the jets, and takes it in for 75 yards and a touchdown. Oh, my goodness.
Dems the breaks to the near side.
Oh, no, now we have a pick going high school. You can't run it back.
Yep.
Interception on the point after try.
But the score now 34-18. Bowling Green leading Montgomery. 3:41 to go here in the third quarter. What an answer by the Bobcats on Eagle 102.
Bank from anywhere with Bank of Louisiana's new Freedom Checking account. No minimum balance, no monthly fees, and free access to all of our mobile and online banking services like mobile check deposit, text banking, and online bill pay. Bank on your own terms with Freedom Checking from Bank of Louisiana. Stop by either Bank of Louisiana location today for more details or to open an account. Bank of Louisiana, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Phone data rates may still apply. Check with your carrier for details. Freedom Checking from Bank of Louisiana.
High school sports on KJFM is brought to you by Vicky Cadwallader, Real Estate and Perkins Electrical Service.
Give me that stat, Jim Ross. 3 touchdowns of how long?
Over 75 yards. Unbelievable.
And all 3 facets. You had a kick return for 90, passing play for 76, and now the run for, 74?
75, absolutely. Yep.
Number 23, Kenan James for Montgomery.
Crazy.
Brought down by number 24, Gunnar Bryant.
Gunnar Bryant on the stop on the kickoff return. And Bowling Green,
Montgomery will start their drive.
34, Montgomery 18 with 3:35 to go in the third quarter. Still, like you said, a lot of time. They're starting from their own 36-yard line are the Wildcats. And back in, and there's a big sack.
Zanussi back in the game.
And he's sacked on his first game, play back in there. Cooper Keel tracked him down, and there were 2 Bobcats going right at the quarterback untouched.
Loss of 12.
So welcome back to Zanussi.
I don't understand this quarterback rotation at all.
South Callaway has extended that lead over Louisiana now 55-6 at the end of 3. So that game is past our game. On 2nd and 20+. Here's Doozer on the far side, and he's run out of bounds. Not much there. They're not going to give him anything past the line of scrimmage, or maybe 1 or 2.
What are they going to give him? Not much. We'll call it 1.
Yep. So 3rd and 20 for the Wildcats. 2:46 to play here in the third quarter. And that was Doozer on the carry that time. As that rain picks up again.
Yeah, you can see without looking very hard now.
Showing up on our cameras on KJFMradio.com.
For those Bobcat defense out there, fans.
On 3rd down and 20+ to the near side, wet ball and all, and there's a big hit, but he bounces off of it and brought down. That's number 4 on the reception, Drake Smith. For the Wildcats, he bounced off of Starks and then brought down by number 26 for the Bobcats, Owen Niemeyer.
They'll pick up 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th and 9. Let's see if they want to go for it here late in the third quarter.
Waiting for the play to come in from Coach Kleekamp and his staff on the far sideline. I think they're going to – I think they'll pooch it here.
Punt, yep.
They send a man back, and he's going to take it up the middle. And he has got first down yardage across the 45.
Number 11 running it up the field.
14-yard gain for the first down. Oh, my.
Hayden Finley finally got him, but not after the first down. All the way out to midfield on the fake punt. Clock running inside 2 minutes to go in the third. And the Bobcats up 34-18. Running again here on first down, and they went after tackling them both that time.
Yeah.
Loss of about 6 inches on the play. Hutchison. That'll be 2nd and 10.
Doozer was back in at quarterback because they're switching around now.
And out there now is
Zanussi back, yeah. Doozer ran off the field to take a break.
Interesting offense.
Yes, it is.
Receivers to both sides. And they are going to throw here on second down, deep down the sideline, and pass interference called against the Bobcats.
Yep, or illegal contact. I don't know what they'll call.
That or defensive holding, something.
Two guys had, was that Lou in the pattern and impeded his progress. Let's see what it's going to be.
Holding against the defense. That's just a 5-yard penalty, isn't it?
Defensive holding? I don't know. We'll find out here in just a second.
I don't think it's not a spot foul.
No, I would think it would be from the line of scrimmage, wouldn't it?
Yes, it would. Well, they're going to mark it as a 10-yarder. Still going to be short of the first down by about a yard. It'll be 2nd and 1.
Be 2nd and 1.
So the laundry starting to pile up here in the second half of this ball game.
Well,
57 seconds to go.
You don't really have to know a whole lot about football, and you can see that was something not so good.
Back to throw again is Zernuski to the far side, and that is incomplete.
Yeah, trying to set up a little screen. They let the defensive ends go, but the pass was underthrown, falls incomplete.
3rd and 1.
Bringing up a 3rd and 1.
It's actually a good thing that wasn't caught because he would have lost another yard or so. So he caught it while he was sitting on the ground when the ball got to him.
Yeah, I think they were trying to hit something big there with just being ahead of the chains like this.
A little check down at the end when they couldn't find what they wanted. Hutchison, no. The quarterback Zernuski gets it. He's got first down yardage to the near side, and he is got one man to beat, and he's brought down by Starks inside the 15 to about the 12 of the Bobcats, 1st and 10.
Wow, 28-yard run.
Number 1, Michael Starks.
40 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter.
1st and 10 for Montgomery from the 12-yard line with 40 seconds to go in the quarter.
I think if you're Bowling Green, if Montgomery's going to score on this possession, you want it to be to start the 4th quarter, not to end the 3rd quarter.
Well, theoretically, they could get 2 plays.
Well, down to 24 seconds because he stayed in bounds. They wound the clock once they spotted the ball and moved the chains. High snap, Zernuski rolls far side, puts the ball in the air, and it is incomplete off the hands of the intended target in the end zone.
Smith was wide open.
That's a ball that needs to be caught.
That pass incomplete.
Stops the clock with 12 seconds to go, and maybe they can get 2 more plays if they continue with the passing attack.
He was open at the goal line for the touchdown, but it went right off his hands and fell incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and 10 from the 12-yard line of the Bobcats. Hutchinson in the backfield. Zernuski to the air, and that's one. It's batted down. Oh.
Incomplete. Swatted down by number 24.
That's 24. That's Gunnar Bryant, who had a big game last week against Palmyra on the defensive side of the ball. He had a couple of sacks in that ball game.
It's 3rd and 10 for Montgomery.
Brings up 3rd and 10 with 9 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. And, trying as hard as they are to score before the end of the quarter, I think they're taking their chances losing this possession.
Yes, they are.
Again, rolling out is Zernuski to the far side, puts the ball up, and that one is off the hands again. It was going to be very close to being out of bounds anyway, and it'll bring up 4th down with 2 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. 4th down and 10. They haven't gained anything since moving the ball inside the 15.
Well, they're definitely going for it, no question about that. Got away from the run here all of a sudden.
See if they...
Some mysterious play calling going on in this game.
Your mouth starts watering. You start salivating, when you get down this close and you look at the clock and it says 40 seconds left. You try and do it all as quick as possible to the far side, and that one's caught for the touchdown.
On the slant.
Doozer.
To Doozer.
12-yard score to end the 3rd quarter. Extra points still to come, and it's a 10-point ball game.
ending the point after attempt. Our score here, 34.
On 4th down and 12, they put it in, or 4th down and 10, they put it in from 12 yards out. As Zernewski hits the other quarterback, Doozer. And if you can convert here, it's an 8-point game, one score. And flags come out. And that's on the lineman. I think Donnie Wisdom was the man that moved for Montgomery.
Just a third penalty, totaling 20 yards on Montgomery.
Ball start against Montgomery.
This is a big 2-point conversion again.
Oh, yes, it is.
The difference between a 1 and a 2-score game.
We will replay the down.
No time on the clock. As they scored as time expired, it was just 2 seconds left when they snapped the ball on the touchdown play. They put Doozer in motion. He's got it on the far side. He passes, and it's good. Oh, that was a well-designed play, well-executed play as Doozer hits his man in the end zone. That was Drake Smith, and it's an 8-point game at the end of 3.
Bowling Green, 34.
That is a huge turn for the Wildcats. 8-point game after 3. We'll head to the 4th after this on Eagle 102.
This is Tracy Brookshire, Marketing Coordinator and Public Information Officer for Pike County Health Department Home Health and Hospice here in Missouri. We are doing our best to keep our community informed as much as possible regarding how the COVID-19 pandemic is affecting our county. Visit our dedicated COVID-19 page on our website at pikecountyhealth.org for resources, latest news, updated case counts, and a contact form for questions and concerns specifically related to the virus. Visit our website to subscribe to our PCHD e-news and be the first to know about any updates and resources we have to offer in our communications. Stay safe out there, Pike County. Your health is our priority, and together we will get through this concerning time.
Bowling Green Insurance is here to serve all your insurance needs. Bowling Green Insurance offers companies to cover your farm, home, auto, and crop needs. Call Fred or Jackie today to get a customized quote that will fit you and your budget. Bowling Green Insurance is an independent insurance agency. That means they can offer several companies to fit you. Give Bowling Green Insurance a call today to get a quote. 573-324-5762 or 573-324-CROP.
Hear all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth. Sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
3 out of 4 quarters start with a kickoff. As Montgomery scores to end the 3rd quarter, add the 2-point conversion. It's an 8-point game. Bowling Green leads, and now breaking out to the near sideline and out of bounds. Another huge return. Michael Starks this time for the Bobcats across midfield all the way to the 37, 38-yard line.
Bowling Green at the 37-yard line.
That's a heck of a return, and Bowling Green's had a big night in the return game.
42 yards on that return.
So the Bobcats back in business to start the 4th quarter, 11:51 remaining in regulation.
The defenses, as we said during the break, took the 3rd quarter off. Let's see if they can wake up here in the 4th.
Well, if you're a Bobcat fan, you want them to
stay asleep, right?
For at least another couple minutes. Keeper, Dylan Dalton to the far side. He's in the open. He's trying to get the end zone, and he's there. Touchdown, Dylan Dalton, 37 yards.
Bowling Green.
Gee Louise.
Number 6, Dylan Dalton carrying the ball in for the
Make it
Bobcats.
40-26. Bobcats here to start the 4th quarter. That is unbelievable. His 2nd rushing touchdown tonight.
Just quick strike after quick strike by Bowling Green.
Their answers have been huge in this ball game. Down in Louisiana, Wyatt Harrison, workhorse on a drive to set up a 4-yard quarterback keeper touchdown. It's 55-12 with 5:35 to go in that ball game. Clock running is probably down under 5 minutes now from Cunningham Field.
Nice option keeper that time by Dalton, and he's shown some speed too in this game.
He's torn this field up. They'll try the 2-point conversion. And it's snuffed out momentarily. Now he breaks free to the near side, and he stumbles in for the score.
But there's a flag.
There is a flag. It'll probably be a hold.
But there is a flag on the play.
Yep. Illegal contact. Head contact, I think.
Personal foul is the penalty.
That'll be a 15-yarder, won't it?
Yeah, so they'll have to try a 2-point conversion from 20 yards out. The band's playing the fight song. They don't know that there's a penalty.
Well, maybe they'll get to play it again here in a few seconds.
They're going to move them back all the way to what the
should be the
18-yard line.
Well, that makes the conversion a bit more challenging.
The only thing I can think of is there was helmet-to-helmet contact somewhere.
Yeah, that's my guess with
block.
a broken play. Yeah, you had a crackback block head-to-head or something.
So for the 2-point conversion to the far side, and he's sacked. So it's no good. And the Bobcats will have to settle for a 14-point lead with 11:41 to play in regulation here from Bowling Green High School. 40-26. Bowling Green leads it on Eagle 102.
Bowling Green Tractor wants to change the way you think about yard work with their Ego 56-volt ARC lithium battery-powered lawnmowers, weed eaters, blowers, trimmers, and chainsaws. At Bowling Green Tractor, you can walk in and see for yourself just how easy these products are to handle. So easy, anyone can use them. Once you try it, you'll just have to buy it. Stop by Bowling Green Tractor to see how easy yard work can be. Bowling Green Tractor, your home for Ego. Power beyond belief. Area High School Sports on Eagle 102 is brought to you by State Farm Insurance, Cindy Blaylock, Young Enterprises Incorporated, and Pike County Memorial Hospital.
That game's a final at Cunningham Field, 55-12. South Callaway defeats the Louisiana Bulldogs. So Bulldogs fall to 0-3, and this kickoff goes straight up in the air and down at the 38-yard line. It looks like maybe the 39, 36 on the return.
That may have redefined the pooch kick.
Yeah,
that's a moonshot.
Tommy Williams on the return of 0 yards.
How's this for a stat line with 11:39 to go in the game? Dalton with 122 on the ground, 148 through the air.
That's a nice night.
That is a night, and he's still got a quarter to play.
11:39 to play in regulation. Bobcats up by 14 points.
Defense has got to get it going here.
In last year's game, they were outscored 10-0 in the final quarter.
Don't say that.
To fall by 4. They've got a little bit more of a cushion this time. And that one is snuffed out. Hutchison hitting the backfield.
Big hit that time.
42, Clay Lazier.
Clay Lazier.
Big hit.
Put those broad shoulders into the running back and folded him in half. Loss of 1 on the play, 2nd and 11 for the Wildcats.
That's the 5th run from scrimmage by Hutchinson for negative yards. So they've done a really good job of containing him.
On 2nd and 11. Wildcats put Doozer in motion. Dropping back to throw is Zernuski. Now he's going to put the ball away and come to the near side. Hole opens up. He's got first down yardage into Bobcat territory and finally brought down at the 41-yard line. Another huge gain for Zernuski and the Wildcats.
20 yards on the carry.
He was dragged down by number 16, Cooper Keel.
Cooper Keel finally got him, but not after the damage was done, as they're making their way into Bobcat territory with 10:40 to play. Huge chunks of yardage don't eat up huge chunks of clock. Bowling Green needs to do a better job slowing this attack down, or just keep answering those touchdowns after a play or two. Snuffed out, and that looks like he had nobody around him, no one around that pass.
Yeah, that could have been grounding, but they're going to
say he was out of the pocket, I guess.
The other way, I guess.
He just shot-putted it down. It'll be 2nd and 10. from the 40-yard line of the Bobcats. 10:21 remaining. Also stopped the clock.
Yes, it did.
Three receivers, two to the far side for the Wildcats, and they go with Hutchinson up the middle, and there's nothing there. Gain of maybe a yard, more like a half yard. We're down to 10:10 to go in the fourth quarter.
Cats need big stop here.
Clay Lazier.
They're in 4-down territory, obviously.
Oh, definitely. Czerniewski, Hutchinson, wait for the play to come in from the Montgomery sideline. It's crunch time now, down to 9:48 to play in regulation. Play clock at 10 as they come to the line. Snaps good. Throws to the far side, and that's incomplete.
Oh, that good defensive play by the corner. He jumped the route. I can't see his number from here, but that was a pick six if that pass wasn't overthrown.
It looked like he may have got a little help being pushed away from that ball. Instead, it's 4th down and 9. Almost 9.5. Clock stopped on the incompletion, 9:36 to play in regulation.
Important play in this football game right here.
You can't let the legs beat you. Back to throw. Pressure coming from the backside. Good block over to the far side, and did it get picked off? No signal yet. And it is an interception for the Bobcats.
Oh, did they?
Interception by number 24.
Well, they are going to call it.
Gunnar Bryant with the INT. Second consecutive week for Gunnar to have a pick. And the Bobcats take over with 9:28 to play. And a lot of field they can use to run some clock.
Wow, 2 big turnovers by Montgomery County. Let's see if Bowling Green can convert on this one, or at least burn a lot of clock.
You're up by 14 with 9.5 to play. 1st and 10 for the Bobcats. And they'll run it on first down. Nothing there. It's going to take more than that.
They're bringing everybody. Again, they're in man-to-man on the outside, single high safety, and everybody's coming.
2nd and a long 11 with 9:08 to play.
Loss of 1 on that play.
Week 3 football from Bowling Green High School. Mark Froenig, Jim Ross. We'll have more football for you tomorrow on KJFM. 6:30 countdown to kickoff from Mark Twain High School as the Tigers look for their first win. And Van Far plays in their first game of the season for the Farmers Cup. Play action. There's a pass for a first down all the way out to the 44. That's Hayden Finley again. That play's been open for him most of the night.
Which brings the Bobcats closer to
yeah, that went for a touchdown. Little play action, kind of a pop pass, but instead of it being a pop pass just over the linebackers' heads, they're actually throwing it downfield about 15 or 20 yards because the safety has left the building, and it's worked 2 times to perfection.
8:18 remaining. So that play burned almost a minute off the clock in total. That's what the Bobcats have to do. Move the chains and the clock. And he's got another first down, and he's got the far sideline, and he's got another touchdown. Oh, my, a huge touchdown.
56 yards.
Dylan Dalton again makes it 46-26.
Go ahead and have a night, kid. Have a night.
The Bobcats lead by 20 with the extra point still to come. That's good night.
Yep, that could be the nail in the coffin for Montgomery County.
After the touchdown and pending the point after attempt, Bowling Green leads Montgomery 46-26.
You can't let up defensively, but that one's going to make it a lot easier.
Well, and this one's kind of important.
It is. Pitch out. That's Owen Niemeyer, and he fumbled the ball, and it's in for the touchdown.
Oh, they're going to say he was in before the fumble. Hey.
Well, Bowling Green picked it up in the end zone anyway, I think. Owen Niemeyer adds the 2-point conversion to make it a 22-point Bowling Green lead here in the fourth. 7:58 remaining in regulation. This is the high school football game of the week on Eagle 102.
Cellular and Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Wait, there's more. They also offer several options for internet service with Viasat, HughesNet, and AT&T. Hold on, there's still more. They can also do security system installations, have TVs in stocks, mounts, and cables. Now, a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
High school sports on KJFM is brought to you by Abel's Quick Shops, Mike's Tire and Service Center, and All Parts.
Dylan Dalton, big game for him tonight. Third long touchdown of the game for him. Another one of those high arcing short kicks, and a fair catch called for. Can you call fair catch on a kickoff?
Yes, you can.
How about that?
Yes, you can. Third touchdown for Dalton.
The fair caught it at the 32-yard line of the Wildcats as the cheerleaders were really starting to get a workout in with these jumping jacks. 48 points for Bowling Green.
And the infamous water timeout.
A water timeout after a kickoff. That's interesting here with 7:57 to go in the fourth quarter. Again, Louisiana fell to South Callaway tonight, 55-12 the final in that one. Are we seeing any other scores from around the area?
Well, I've been adding up statistics, and as you talked about my math skills, that's somewhat challenging for me tonight. Yeah, let's see what we've got. Well, Palmyra leads Howellsville 33-8.
That's the opening of the new field at Palmyra.
Hannibal 41-14 over Zumont West. That's in the fourth. Paris, I think that's not right. It was 16-8 earlier over Scotland. Clark 14-7 over Highland, I should say. That's late in the third. Centralia over Brookfield. Oh, that's a final. 20-0. Centralia over Brookfield. Monroe City a final 62-14 over South Shelby. North Shelby 52-8. That's a final over Norden.
In 8-man. 7:57 to play. First and 10 for the Wildcats. I don't think 48-26 is going to be our final score, by the way.
I would be shocked.
As
good defense that time as they strung Zarnuski out.
And drop him for a loss.
Clay Lazier in on that tackle.
Lazier.
Loss of about 3, looks like.
And the clock, as they tackled him inbounds, continues to run down to 7.5 to play. And that's
more important than anything, actually.
The contain and keeping them in bounds. I think Montgomery's going to open themselves up to be picked off here in the next couple plays. They're going to try something big.
I agree.
They put the ball to the air this time and deep. Far sideline, and that one is incomplete. Good coverage that time. He put his arm straight up so as to not get a pass interference call.
A little out and up that time. Safety help. As Keel was there from his safety position to help break that up.
Cooper Keels had a big night as well. He was there on the coverage for Bowling Green. Clock stops on the incompletion. And it'll be 3rd and 13 for the Wildcats. From their own 30-yard line. All around. Solid effort from the Bobcats tonight.
Still have some teaching moments with some lapses in defense in the third quarter for sure.
Man in motion. They hand it off
Here
near side.
Plays.
Yep. To the near side, and it is incomplete.
It's dropped.
Couldn't get him that time.
Smith
spits out his mouthpiece in disgust as Drake Smith should have been going down the sideline for another score.
He should have. That little halfback pass, and only Difference is the halfback is the senior quarterback. Doozer hit him right in his hands.
4th and 12 for Montgomery County with 6:59 to play.
This might seal the deal if Bowling Green can hold right here. Looks like Montgomery's going to call a timeout.
We'll take 1-2. Bobcats lead 48-26. Montgomery facing a 4th and 12 when we return on Eagle 102.
Is it time to renew, redo, or rebuild? People's Bank and Trust can help you make those home improvements without springing a leak in your budget. I'm Christine Rutherford, and we have loans designed specifically for repairs and renovations, along with home equity lines of credit. Stop by your local People's Bank in Bowling Green and let's talk about how People's Bank can help you. People's Bank and Trust online at www.pbtc.net or give me a call at 573-324-2525. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender, MLO number 421603, NMLS number 407724.
Eagle 102 Sports on KJFM is brought to you by Ingram Plumbing, Bowling Green Pharmacy, and Mid-America Auto and Towing.
Big 4th down coming up for the Bobcat defense, and that's kind of been where they've bent a little bit in this game. There's been some big 4th down conversions for Montgomery to help keep them in this ball game, but right now it's a 22-point Bobcat lead.
Right, one of them for a touchdown, actually, on 4th down.
This is the point where you can make yourself a highlight reel play if you're a member of the Bobcats secondary.
See if they can get some pressure on the quarterback.
They put a man in motion to the near side. That's Smith. He rolls out.
Doozer back at quarterback.
Flag comes out. There's a hold. Yeah, he throws back across the field, and it's caught. And he's going to break it for a touchdown, but we all know this one's coming back.
Hill on the touchdown. Actually, there's 2 flags. But it's coming back. It would be a 70-yard touchdown, and it's going to be holding.
Multiple flags on the field.
And we'll get the indication here from the head man in the white hat.
Don't know what the second flag's all about, but
I'd say that was on a block there. There's a hold.
Holding against Montgomery.
And holding against the Bobcats.
Against the Bobcats.
Oh, offset.
They'll replay the down. So it's still going to be 4th and 12. That's an interesting. It still wipes off the touchdown.
That it does, which is the blessing for Bowling Green. Your prophecy about came true on another long 4th down play.
6:40 to play. The only thing that changed was the time on the clock. Since he ran all the way down, that took probably another 8 to 10 seconds off.
Didn't hurt, did it?
There's the saving grace for the Bobcats. But they have to play this 4th and 11 or 12 again. A little extra blocking on the far side of that Montgomery County line. Back to throw. Puts it away. He's in trouble. Sneaks away from one man. Pumps it.
Another flag on the play.
And that one is almost picked by Starks. If it's a hold against Montgomery.
Oh, it's a face mask on Bowling Green.
Oh, my goodness. So they're going to get 15 and a first down.
First down, yeah.
I thought I saw a hand go high in there before the quarterback escaped for Montgomery.
So,
I guess it depends.
This one's not over yet.
Where the penalty was. It wouldn't be from the previous spot. It'd be from the spot of the foul.
Spot of the foul, yeah.
But it's still
I think
enough.
It's automatic first down, isn't it? No?
Yeah, it is. 6:30 to play in regulation. Another 10 seconds come off the clock. But now Montgomery a fresh set at their own 45.
Looks like the rain may have quit.
And flags. Somebody was lined up in the neutral zone.
Again, flags are on the play.
So after going without
Start against the Wildcats.
too much laundry on the field, a lot of it here in the fourth all of a sudden. Fifth penalty, I should say.
First and
just 25 yards and
15.
Penalties, though, at this point on Montgomery County.
6:30 to play. They put a man in motion to the far side. Little trouble, steps through it, comes out near side. That's Doozer in at quarterback, and he can't hit his target this time. And we got a cramp or a pulled muscle for the intended receiver.
A little hamstring action there, it looks like. Grabbing the back of his leg.
And the trainers from Pike County Memorial Hospital will make their way down the sideline and try and stretch that out a little bit. Injury timeout, 6:22 left in regulation. Bowling Green leads Montgomery 48-26, looking for their first win of the season on Eagle 102.
When you support a locally owned pharmacy, you're contributing to the growth of the community. The dollars you spend stay right here to support our local community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned pharmacies. There's one right here. Health Mart pharmacists have a personal commitment to their communities because, just like you, they support their community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned and hometown proud.
Louisiana is a Health Mart town. Family Drug Health Mart Pharmacy. The right people, the right price, right downtown. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
Area High School Sports on Eagle 102 is brought to you by Community State Bank of Missouri, Family Drug, and Pike County Health Department, Home Health and Hospice.
Ty Lue walks off under his own power from the near sideline across the field to the far side. And it's a 2nd and 15 for the Wildcats with 6:22 to play in regulation. Back to throw again from the pocket. Now he steps up, puts the ball in the air, and that is caught, and that's going to be a touchdown.
Holy smokes.
Reverses to the near side.
Long pass after long pass.
And that's Travis Hill for 55 yards from Doozer. 6:10 to go in the ball game, and I said 48-26 wasn't going to be our final.
You were right. Man.
48-32 now in favor of the Bobcats. 2-point conversion is how they'll play this.
We have had some long touchdowns in this football game.
Yeah.
Many long touchdowns. Holy smokes.
Rolling out is Doozer. Puts it in the air at the last second, and that one is knocked down. Good play by the secondary for the Bobcats to prevent the 2-point conversion and keep this a Bowling Green lead of 48-32 with 6:10 remaining in regulation on KJFM.
Your one-stop shop for all your automotive needs is still Mid-America Auto and Towing. They perform state inspections, run diagnostics, and specialize in brake repair. They do everything from preventative maintenance to engine repair and more. Mid-America will also guarantee the lowest prices on tires. Stop in, browse their pre-owned vehicles, and make sure to ask about their senior citizen and military discounts. Financing is available. To get a sneak peek of their inventory, visit MidAmericaAutoandTowing.com. Mid-America Auto and Towing, just off Highway 54 in Bowling Green.
High School Sports on KJFM is brought to you by Pike County Mutual Insurance, Brown's Processing, and Bank of Louisiana.
Hill from Doozer for 55 yards, and it's a 48-32 Bowling Green lead. So Montgomery says we're not done yet.
Yeah, lightning quick first half, and pass here in the second by both clubs.
A little aerial assault here in the second half. Pass along, the Ellsbury softball tournament tomorrow has been canceled.
Onside kick covered at the 50-yard line. Looks like Finley on the recovery.
6:10 remaining in this ball game. 2 first downs do it?
I would think so. I'm not sure we'll I'm not sure we won't have another long touchdown.
It might happen.
It's just been that kind of crazy game.
The way Dalton has been running tonight. And throwing, for that matter. 1st and 10 from midfield for the Bobcats. The give is to Bowen, and he's tripped up as he got to the linebackers, and will have a gain of 3, it looks like, 2nd and 7.
I'm fairly confident Coach Joe Shin would be more than happy to see him grind out 3 and 4 yard carries the rest of the way here, burn this clock up.
5:45 remaining in the ball game. You want to take about a minute off for each play, right?
If you can. That's a little challenging in high school as the rain starts to fall again.
On 2nd and 7. Rolling out is Dalton. Makes it around the corner and...
Stay in bounds.
Did he? Yeah, I think he did. Yep, and he gains about 6 on the play. 3rd and 2-ish. Number 2 on the stop. That's Jackson Brower for the Wildcats.
And the clock continues to run.
Down under 5 minutes. Those are the kind of plays that work a minute off the clock there, where there's a nice scrum afterward.
Right. And they're going to run it down. Maybe they're going to call a timeout here. Looks like it.
Down to 5 on the play clock. They'll call the timeout with 1 on that play clock and 4:35 to go in the ball game. 48-32, Bowling Green has a 3rd and about 1.5 yards coming up when we return on KJFM.
Bundle with Pike County Mutual Insurance and save. Pike County Mutual offers home auto discounts simply by placing your auto insurance through one of several auto companies that Pike County Farmers Mutual represent, and your home with Pike County Mutual. Ask about the great rates on your personal vehicle, farm trucks, big or small, or even your motorcycle and side-by-sides. Stop by and see myself, Corey Buchanan, Buddy Bibb, or Kathy Gam at your hometown insurance company since 1895. Come home, insure with Pike County Mutual Insurance on the square in Bowling Green. You'll be glad you did.
Eagle 102 Sports on KJFM is brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, County Market in Louisiana, and Bowling Green Insurance.
Big play coming up for the Bobcat offense to try and keep this clock moving. 3rd and 2 from inside or just outside the 40-yard line of the Montgomery County Wildcats. Eagle 102 Sports high school football game of the week this week. Brought to you in part by Betty Davis Insurance, Central Bank of Audrain County, McDingers, County Market in Vandalia, Prairie's Edge Garden Center, Airco Convenience Centers, La Crosse Lumber Company in Vandalia, PJ's Salon, and Craig's Truck and Tractor Service. More game of the week action, bonus game for you tomorrow night from Mark Twain High School as the Van Far Indians open their season in the Farmers Cup game against the Tigers. Tigers 0-1 after a loss to Clopton-Ellsbury last week. 6:30, our coverage starts with countdown to kickoff. They move that pile. That's meat there. And then a flag comes out as the helmet was ripped off a Bowling Green player and then thrown down the field.
Well, Dalton on a quarterback sneak picks up about 5 for the first down. And yeah, one of the linemen was downfield, and the safety beheaded him. Behelmeted him.
Yeah. They'll put it back on, strap it down tight, and add another 15 yards to the end of this. And
they're going to mark off another 15 on top of this, or they should.
Yep. Rain's really picking up out there now. I mean, it
is, and the wind too.
Yeah. Yep, it's blowing from the south end zone toward the north.
So after the penalty, the Bobcats.
Heck, let's try a 35-yard field goal.
I don't think that's going to happen. There's a lot of things that could happen. I'm betting that's not one of them. And I will bet that paycheck on that.
From the 23-yard line. Excuse me, 24-yard line.
From the 24, 1st and 10 for the Bobcats. Give is to Starks, and he is looking for that. Oh, slips, reduces, or he reverses field and gets a touchdown.
24 yards.
I was so impressed with him staying on his feet.
Playing slip and slide.
Yeah. I couldn't recover. Another touchdown for Bowling Green. Starks for 24. 3:58 on the clock, and Bowling Green has put 54 points on the board with the extra point or 2-point conversion still to come. Bobcats having themselves a night offensively.
Whew. Another touchdown over 20 yards.
For the 2-point conversion, pitch out. It's to Starks again to the far side, and Michael is in. Stands up as he crosses the goal line untouched. And it's 56-32. Bowling Green, 3:58 to play here in the fourth quarter. Bowling Green looking forward to that first win of the season on Eagle 102.
The Mercantile Bank of Louisiana is introducing MERC mobile banking with remote deposit capture. Any customer with online banking can now access your Mercantile Bank accounts from any device, including your smartphone and tablet, everywhere you go. With the ability to take a picture of your check and deposit it into your Mercantile Bank account, you'll never have to worry about getting to the bank. Find more information by visiting mercbk.com. The Mercantile Bank, where they've been serving the Louisiana area for more than 100 years, located on the corner of 3rd and Georgia Streets in downtown Louisiana. Member FDIC.
Area High School Sports on Eagle 102 is brought to you by Cellular and Satellite Center, the Mercantile Bank, and Bowling Green Tractor.
Michael Starks for 24 adds the 2-point conversion himself. And Bowling Green cruising toward their first win as the kick goes deep. Charlton kicks it out to the 25-yard line. Good move on the near side. And he's brought down across the 40 to about the 43. 22 on the stop, Adam Engel in coverage for Bowling Green, but a good return for the Wildcats. And boy, that wind has picked up, hasn't it? You can hear it whipping through now.
Yes, you can.
3:49 to play. Coach Chin going to get his first win. And the jumping jacks still going for the Bowling Green cheerleaders.
They won't need to go to the YMCA tomorrow, that's for sure.
56 of them is the count.
Nothing worse than having things go south on you from Montgomery County, and now it's raining rather
over to the
hard.
far side and through the hands, and that's a wet ball there. Drake Smith, the intended target for the Wildcats, and that just slipped through the fingertips. Yep, hard to make a comeback in a steady rain. Especially when you're down 24 points with 3:44 to play.
Well, and that's just a pretty good sign there that the ball's wet and slippery, and it's going to make things tough.
Obviously, the turf is.
Field looks good, plenty of grass.
Oh, yeah. But the way Starks slid actually got him some room to go in for that touchdown. And a big sack. That's a hard hit. And Doozer will stay down. Harrison Hunt put the shoulder pads right into his chest plate there.
Looks like a loss of about 7.
Those kind of hits are rib breakers. Down to 3:20 to play in this ball game.
Following the sack, Montgomery finds themselves with a 3rd and 16 situation.
On 3rd and 16,
37-yard line.
3:05 to play. Bobcats looking to rush that quarterback again around the end. He moves upfield, puts the ball in play, and it is through the hands, and that's in the rain, an impossible ball to catch on the back shoulder with 2:51 to play.
A little overthrown to Hill. Got his fingertips on it. But even with the gloves they wear nowadays as receivers, which tack up a little bit when they get wet, he couldn't reel that one in.
The band has called it a night.
They are leaving the building.
Clock stopped, 2:51 to play. It's 4th and 16 for the Wildcats, and this is their last gasp here.
Well, don't let anybody behind you if you're a defensive back or a safety. Oh, they're
Nope.
going to punt it. A nice
Short
spiral punt, too.
Yeah. And it'll be down at the 16-yard line. Bowling Green will take over.
Well, that's a shocker.
Yeah, 2:39 to play.
Well, let's see. 40 seconds of play. They can't kneel on it just quite yet, can they?
Not quite. Which means there's time for another touchdown.
It wouldn't shock me
Yeah.
in the least.
1st and 10 for the Bobcats from their own 16. 56-32. Yeah, they opened up the offense a little bit.
Yes, they did.
And stop for no gain is Charlie
Charlie
Bowen.
Bowen on the carry for the Bobcats.
Back to the line of
Gets back
scrimmage,
to the
2nd
line
and
of
10.
scrimmage, 2nd and 10 for the Bobcats.
Down to 2:20 to play. Down to 2:07. They're going to run this clock as much as they can. The play clock's at 32. They can run a lot of clock off.
Yeah, don't go to the line of scrimmage. I'd think the coaching staff be screaming at them to tap the brakes here a little bit.
Minute 50.
Nah, they're going to slow down.
Receivers all set in their positions. Down to 10 on the play clock as they come to the line. 2nd and 10. Keeper. And that's the quarterback again. Dalton on the far side, and he's brought down across midfield, and they can kneel it down now.
Dylan Dalton on the carry for the Bobcats, getting them past the 50-yard line.
44.
2 yards.
As they're moving the chain.
Woo, he's had a night.
Yes, he has.
Had a night.
All the way across the 50 to the 41-yard or 46-yard line of the Wildcats. Clock running down to 1:20. They'll get in victory formation, and Coach Joe Chin's going to have his first win as a head coach. Congratulations to him. Congratulations to the Bobcats.
With Montgomery County punting, I wouldn't think they'd use any timeouts at this point.
Bobcats take a knee.
Down to 58 seconds, 56-32. This is a big conference win
We want to remind folks that
for the
next week,
Bobcats. They'll move to
Bobcats
1-0.
are on the road to Wright City.
They'll play at Wright City next week, Bowling Green will.
Yeah, this should be the last play.
Down to 40 seconds on the clock. Road games at Wright City are tough.
Yes, they are.
For both the team and the fans alike. There's another kneel down, and that's the ball game. 56-32 is our final. The final 20 seconds will run off. Big game tonight for the quarterback, Dylan Dalton, both running and throwing. A couple of huge long touchdowns and plenty of gains over 25 yards for the quarterback. But we'll talk about all that in the post-game show as the teams line up. Are they actually? They're just going to wave on their way by.
Yeah, I don't think you can do that.
The handshake
thing anymore.
Unless you're in the Stanley Cup and have 0 tests in the bubble. But anyway, Bowling Green wins this one 56-32. We'll have the post-game show for you next on KJFM.
The Eagle 102 postgame show is coming up, sponsored by Abel's Quick Shops.
Here's one question that has no wrong answer. Are you going to choose the new Shell and Fuel Rewards card to be used at Shell stations, or the Shell and Fuel Rewards MasterCard that can be used everywhere MasterCard is accepted? With both, you save 10 cents per gallon up to 20 gallons every time you fill up. And you also earn 10% rebates on your first $1,200 in non-fuel purchases per year at Shell stations. See? You can't go wrong with either. Visit www.shell.us/getrewards and apply today. At participating Shell stations only. Terms and conditions apply.
Hi, I'm Keith Oakes, Director of Physical Therapy.
I'm Eric Schaefer. I work in physiotherapy.
And I choose Pike County Memorial Hospital.
And I choose Pike County Memorial Hospital.
I'm Tylee Mills, the CEO of Pike County Memorial Hospital. You've heard it from your friends, family, and even neighbors. They choose to work at Pike County Memorial Hospital. Choose a hospital where you're more than just a patient. You're our friend, family member, and neighbor. Quality care from quality people. Pike County Memorial Hospital.
Farmers, the crew at Mike's Tire and Service Center is here to serve you. They know the hours you put in, definitely not your typical 8 to 5, which makes it difficult to get that equipment in for service. Therefore, they offer on-the-farm tire repair. Call Mike's Tire and Service Center and they'll be happy to work with you to get you back to operation as usual. Hi folks, my name is Cody Kirkendall, Mike's Tire and Service Center, located on Business Highway 61 in Bowling Green. Mike's Tire and Service Center proudly supports all area farmers.
Ingram Plumbing has always been known for its outstanding plumbing service. But did you know that Ingram's is also the largest retail plumbing supply store in the area? We carry Delta faucets, a complete line of Whirlpool tubs and showers, jacuzzi pumps, and many other specialty items. At Ingram Plumbing, we're ready to meet all your plumbing needs. I should know. I'm Bonnie Ingram, and I've worked there for over 50 years. Stop by Ingram Plumbing today, Highway 61, Bowling Green.
Bringing you all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana. Time now for the Eagle 102 post-game show on KJFM, sponsored by Abel's Quick Shops.
Another high-scoring affair here on KJFM, 56-32. Our final. Bowling Green picks up their first win under head coach Joe Chin. Moved to 1-2 on the season. Montgomery falls to 1-2. Here in the young season, and the Bobcats win in their EMO conference debut for the 2020 season with a date with Wright City coming up next week. And let's get some final numbers going in this one as the Bobcats got a big night from their quarterback, Dylan Dalton.
Yeah, he had a night he won't forget very soon. 13 rushes for 219 yards.
Wow.
7 for 10 through the air, 162 yards, and 3 touchdowns to boot.
Yeah, that was a couple of nights worth of offense from Dalton and the Bobcats, and they never stopped. I mean that touchdown by Starks there in the closing minutes kind of put the exclamation mark on this victory, and then got the 2-point conversion as well himself to round out the scoring. But the Bobcats, you know, they got down early, answered back with the long return for a touchdown, and then it was just back and forth the rest of the first half, and really just whenever Montgomery would do anything special in the second half, Bowling Green had an answer right back.
They did. A big turnover, actually 2 big turnovers by Montgomery County. They were going in to score and fumbled deep in Bowling Green territory, and then they threw an interception on a drive in the second half as well, and Bowling Green was able to convert those both into points. Long passes, a 76-yard touchdown pass to Bryant. Dalton had a 75-yard run, a 56-yard run, a 37-yard run. It was quite a night by the young man. Bowling Green led on the ground 359 to 153, so they shut down a very good running attack from Montgomery County. 162 yards through the air for Bowling Green, 224 for Montgomery. Penalties, 6 penalties for 51 yards for the Bobcats, and 6 penalties for 40 yards for Montgomery County. But one of the key stats in the game was return yardage. Kickoff return yardage. Bowling Green had 177 yards, with over half of that coming on the first kickoff that they took, which went for 90 yards and a touchdown.
90 yards. You don't see many 90-yard touchdowns in high school football, but it was a heck of a kick, but outkicked his coverage,
like
what's
you funny about it, you said, man, that's quite a kick for a high school guy. Yeah, well, he outkicked his coverage by about 20 yards.
And he caught it with a head of steam and just kept on going.
Yes, he did, right up the boulevard, as they say.
Yep, that kind of got the night rolling for the Bowling Green Bobcats. That was Cooper Keel on that return for a score, and just kind of set the tone for Bowling Green to have an answer every time Montgomery would start putting something together.
That it did, and a good victory for the Bobcats. And as you said, they go into a tough place. We've seen Wright City. They've got a lot of speed, not terribly big up front, but they'll have to be ready to play in what's a tough trip down to Wright City.
We'll take a break here on the post-game show. Bowling Green 56, Montgomery 32. We'll wrap things up next on KJFM.
Here's one question that has no wrong answer. Are you going to choose the new Shell and Fuel Rewards card to be used at Shell stations, or the Shell and Fuel Rewards MasterCard that can be used everywhere MasterCard is accepted? With both, you save 10 cents per gallon, up to 20 gallons every time you fill up. And you also earn 10% rebates on your first $1,200 in non-fuel purchases per year at Shell stations. See? You can't go wrong with either. Visit www.shell.us/getrewards and apply today. At participating Shell stations only. Terms and conditions apply.
This is Kyle Sugar, Assistant Vice President at Community State Bank of Missouri. We offer a variety of loans to meet your needs. Whether you're looking for a conventional loan or a HELOC or an FHA, VA, or USDA loan, give us a call. We have some of the best rates around. Community State Bank of Missouri, your hometown community bank since 1887, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Your 401k is likely one of your most important assets, but it's only one part of a comprehensive retirement strategy. Edward Jones can help you understand how your retirement assets fit into your entire retirement picture so you can work toward meeting your unique retirement goals. Contact me, Kayla Caldwell, your Edward Jones financial advisor, at 2604 Georgia Street in Louisiana. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. During the process, I'll work closely with your lender and other professionals to make it as effortless as possible. I'm here with you every step of the way, so when you're ready to buy or sell, call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
High school sports on KJFM is brought to you by Vicki Cadwalader Real Estate and Perkins Electrical Service.
56-32, Bowling Green over Montgomery County. The Bobcats 1-2. Montgomery County falls to 1-2. Our coverage on KJFM all this week brought to you in part by Betty Davis Insurance, Central Bank of Audrain County, McDingers, County Market in Vandalia, Prairie's Edge Garden Center, Airco Convenience Centers, La Crosse Lumber in Vandalia, PJ's Salon, and Craig's Truck and Tractor Service. You can follow all the action right here on 102.1 FM. That's KJFM, KJFMradio.com, the KJFM radio app, and on Alexa-enabled speakers.
We're everywhere.
Yes.
We're everywhere.
Live video at KJFMradio.com as well of high school games, including this one, a 56-32 win for Bowling Green on an impressive night. Down the road at Louisiana, the Bulldogs fall to South Callaway, 55-12 was the final on that one. And other scores?
Palmyra over Hallsville, 33-16. Clark County leads Highland 26-14. Centralia defeats Brookfield 20-0. Monroe City 62-14 over South Shelby. Hannibal defeats Fort Zumwalt West 41-21. Paris over Scotland County 16-8. North Shelby over Norborn 52-8.
And the game that was canceled, North Callaway was supposed to host Clopton-Ellsbury tonight, but had to cancel that game after the unfortunate passing of one of their freshman football players.
Sad
earlier
situation.
today. So the Indian Hawks will return to action next week on KJFM Friday night at home against Louisiana in an EMO conference battle. 6:30 pregame next Friday night. Countdown to kickoff starts the coverage, and we'll have a bonus game for you tomorrow from Mark Twain High School as the Tigers host the Van Far Indians. Tigers 0-1. Van Far, their first game of the season after returning from their COVID break, and they'll play for the Farmers Cup at Mark Twain tomorrow in their first game.
They got to be chomping at the bit.
Oh, yeah. And if it's anything like the softball team, they came out of the gates just a-roaring yesterday on KJFM as they downed Louisiana 12-0 in that ball game. Again, the Ellsbury softball tournament, it was downsized to a round robin scheduled for tomorrow. That has been canceled. So no Ellsbury softball tournament tomorrow. Just wanted to pass that along. We'll have more softball next week on KJFM. Our final in this one, 56-32. Primetime player for sure is the quarterback, Dylan Dalton. Woo. Give those numbers again.
13 rushes, 219 yards, 7 for 10 through the air, 162 yards, and 3 touchdowns.
That is 100% prime right there. Dylan Dalton leading the Bobcats to a 56-32 victory here in Week 3. The first win for head coach Joe Chin as the head man for the Bobcats. For Jim Ross, Mark Froning saying we'll see you tomorrow for more high school football right here on Eagle 102.
You've been listening to the Eagle 102 Game of the Week. Tune in next week for another exciting battle on the gridiron. The Eagle 102 Game of the Week, Friday, from your only on-air sports leader, KJFM, Eagle 102.